Welcome to Player's Choice. You see the usual suspects up here. We got Big Ox Bob, we got Gabe, I got my man Primo tapping in. You know me, none other than Ron and Don. How we feeling today, fellas? What's going on? Talk to me.
We
I
chilling,
feel,
man. Yesterday we got some good basketball games in, bro. That
yeah, we
Celtics
did.
Suns game. That's Celtics Suns. The
Besides in
Clippers Suns game.
Cleveland.
Yeah, that Cleveland game was crazy.
Yeah,
And then I didn't even watch the Celtics game. I knew that was gonna be a blowout.
I ain't
Then
watched one game of that. I'm telling you all that.
I was watching the Knicks game a little bit, but then it got like Cleveland just did what they did. Cleveland basically did what they didn't do in game one. So, and then the Clippers game, that was a good game.
Yeah, it
And
was.
Yeah, no doubt. We definitely gonna talk about everything that happened yesterday, and we're gonna get into the games that are coming on later today. But I do want to ask you guys a couple questions about Phoenix. First off, do we feel like that trio is the hardest trio in the NBA or in the playoffs to stop? You got and just mainly in pick and roll action as a big man. If you were watching the panel earlier, you heard Fluent and Chill and Ticket. They were talking about Zubac being able to contain them off the pick and roll. Is that the hardest trio of Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant to stop as a big man coming off the pick and roll?
Well, I don't. So if it's like that though, Ron, how is it? How is the big involved?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm confused.
What if it's KD, Devin Booker, or Chris Paul? Is it like KD?
No.
Is it like when Devin Booker comes off the screen from DeAndre Ayton and Zubac?
Well, you got to factor in. So, yeah, basically, yeah. So if DeAndre Ayton's my center, he's going to be the one setting the screen all game. So you got to understand if you're whether you're Zubac, whether you're Mason Plumlee, whether you're Marcus Morris, they have to guard one of those three guys coming off the pick and roll because they're going to be the primary ball handlers. I don't think that's the hardest trio to contain.
I don't think it's as hard as they're making it out to be. Like if it's Kevin Durant, I can understand it being as difficult. With Devin, just because how his height and how the point where he shoots the ball, it's way up here. So I can understand having that problem with Kevin Durant. For Devin Booker and Chris Paul, I'm not understanding what's the difficulty. If the guard, whoever it is, let's say it's Russell Westbrook, as long as he's coming off of that screen and he's chasing hard, if he's not just allowing DeAndre Ayton to put his body on him, he's getting around that, chasing around the screen. If the big man doesn't have to either switch or drop back, the big man can hedge. The big man can jump real quick and hedge and get back.
What they wasn't doing.
But that's what I'm saying. So I don't think it's that difficult. I don't understand why they're having such a problem with it.
I actually disagree, Bob. I think, believe it or not, and this isn't me saying that Kevin Durant is less of a scorer than the other two, but I think it's harder to contain Chris Paul and Devin Booker coming off that pick and roll. And I'm gonna tell you why.
It can't be wrong because I'm
gonna tell you why
you can't get there.
But that's the point, though. KD is only gonna beat you off coming off and just pulling up. First off, D Booker's faster than KD. So the big has to move his feet with KD or with D Book, and he has to try to not only stop D Book from pulling up, stop D Book from stepping back, but also stop D Book from going around him, splitting the screen or hitting him with an in and out and getting to the rack.
That's false, Ron. He doesn't have to stop any type of step back as long as whoever's guarding him isn't just allowing. That's the problem with guards at all levels. I've seen it all my life where guards will just allow themselves to get screened. I'm talking about just walk right into the screen. They see the screen and it's like there's a gravity. They act like, oh, well, the screen is here, so I have to allow them to screen me. That's not the case. If you can just chase him off that. You can't, once you chase him and the big man takes a hard step, like if he's not just reaching, if he's taking a big wide step out like this real quick, getting back, then we gotta live with that. We can't drop back, and we certainly can't switch.
Here's the thing though, too, is like I understand you're saying the big taking a step out there, but what happens, like guards like D Book, he has good pace. So he'll probe. He'll come off the screen hard, stop for a second, hit him with that hesitation, and as the big drops back, that's when he'll explode to the rack. So now the big has to pick between two. But as a big man, but that's a difficult situation to guard.
It is, but that's playoff basketball. You have to do that. It's not on you anymore. If you make him make any type of move, any type of hesitation, his man has to be back. And if his man isn't back, that means that the big man I'm guarding either hasn't rolled or hasn't popped. Because if he either popped or rolled, then what is this guard doing? He has to be back in front. With the pop, we're gonna have to live with me having to close a late close out to the pop. You know what I'm saying? That's just simple. If he pops, like I said, it's gonna be a late closeout. If he wants to shoot that, we're living with that 17, 19 footer.
So you saying they not
all day long?
Ox, they not the hardest trio.
What's another trio though? I'm trying to think of other ones.
It could be a duo. I said trio. It could literally be a duo.
You can have Jalen and Jason coming off of Robert Williams, who is a lob threat. I think Robert Williams is more of a lob threat than anybody on the Suns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm not sure. I don't think that it should be as hard as it is, especially with Devin Booker. Like, we know what D Book has in his bag. We can't playing drop coverage. That was just a big mistake. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but they weren't playing that at the beginning. It seemed to me that they kind of transitioned to that drop coverage later on in the game.
I'm a chime in a little bit. I'm gonna go quick, but what I seen from yesterday's game, it seemed like the Clippers was kind of like semi-packing it in, especially after the second half, because I noticed the third quarter they kind of played the starters a little bit too long. I'm looking to see what they could put out here with Covington and Morris. I'm seeing if they're gonna get some PT within the next couple of games, but it seemed like they was kind of packing it in early because the drop coverage that they was using on the on the screens or whatever, because it's like the second that Devin Booker got the ball and he just went straight to his spots. You know what I'm saying? Because Kevin Durant was more playing stationary because he was just waiting for the double team, and then boom, they had Devin Booker. They was just waiting for the double team. And
the Suns in trouble, man.
I think the Clippers.
I wouldn't.
Big trouble.
I wouldn't say they're in trouble for the simple fact that the Clippers half court offense is kind of iffy. You know what I'm saying? They can't get into a mid-range battle with three of the best mid-range players that this game has to offer. Like, at least right now, Devin Booker get going.
The Clippers could have won that game though.
They could have.
Devin Booker got the plan out of his mind.
Yeah. And that brings me to my second point. Ron, I owe you an apology because we had this conversation a couple of weeks ago. It's not up to Kevin Durant, bro. Like, Devin Booker has to show out. That, like, Kevin Durant is going to be Kevin Durant, but Devin Booker has to explode, has to show out.
As far as what?
As far as how they go. As far as they go. As far as they go, that's what Devin Booker has to be responsible for. That he cannot have no duds in this playoff run at all. He can't, bro. Like,
Kevin Durant is still the best player on the team, though.
Yeah,
I think Devin Booker
but he doesn't. But here's the thing. Jalen. He doesn't need to be. Devin Booker needs to be. Kevin Durant.
I think they kind of alternate, kind of like the Steph and Durant thing back in the day. You know what I mean? I think if Durant has a bad game,
Leaf, it can definitely alternate.
It can alternate, but here's the problem. Devin Booker has to hold his own in all of these series going forward.
That's fine. He can definitely hold his own.
Right. When
there's
gonna be a game,
Devin Booker can hold his own.
He definitely can, but there's going to be games. There's going to be games, Leaf, where Devin Booker does what he did yesterday, and there's going to be games where Kevin Durant's going to go be Kevin Durant. So they can definitely take turns in this series.
They can, but the thing is, I think Kevin Durant is playing more
in general.
Yeah, but I think Kevin Durant is playing more stationary, picking his spots. It's Devin Booker that has to be the aggressor.
Yes, because they were sending double teams at him when he got, like, the second he got the ball, there was a double team on Kevin Durant. So there's not much you can do.
The Clippers want to eliminate
Devin Booker yesterday did exactly what he needed to do.
Booker and Durant gonna do their thing.
Capitalize on.
I think, and they got something out of Chris Paul yesterday.
What is we gonna get from Chris Paul?
What you got out of Chris Paul in the second half was key, and
that's of course that's been inconsistent through the years.
I mean,
that has, but okay. What about Craig? Craig cried threes, was holding them afloat.
Yo, we got to talk about Torrey Craig. Torrey Craig was playing his ass off.
Yeah. Torrey Craig was playing.
He's shooting the piss out of the ball. Yo, if he shoots like this, it's gonna be hard for the Clippers. Like
it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. But he's been hot the first 2 games. I mean, he's playing like their 3rd best player on the team.
I'm gonna say this. Ultimately, the Clippers got what they came for. They got a 1-1 split, and they go back home. But then again, when you playing against a team like the Suns that's as loaded as they are, top heavy, I don't know what home court really means. But they got to prove that they could win 2 games at home and get the 3-1 lead, and then they have the advantage, and then they could go back home.
Suns look to get out of there.
Yesterday was a lost opportunity for the Clippers because I don't expect Westbrook to play that well again or shoot the ball that well again. I think
the Clippers.
A good game.
I think the Clippers was packing it in because the defense that they was playing like off the in the in between areas it's just not cutting it. Like that's the thing.
Last night they needed Paul George. They needed a 3rd guy to step up, and they didn't have that 3rd guy.
They needed Norman
Powell. Norman Powell was looking like he was ready to implode, but I mean I don't think he was really getting
you got to get a coach some props.
He had to be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
Monty Williams made some adjustments.
I think Ty Lue adjustments. I think Ty Lue adjustments in the second half was not what it's supposed to be. I think he had the starters out there a little bit too long in the 3rd. And by the time when KD came out, you noticed Kawhi was still on the court. And then when KD came back in, Kawhi wasn't on the court. That's something I was noticing. You can't have that. Yeah, exactly.
I can't have that at all.
The Clippers need their bench to outscore the Suns' bench by a strong margin.
That was one of my main problems when they got Kevin Durant was the bench. I mean, you can see it. Monty Williams played basically just as starters the whole game.
Exactly. So
the bench
he did throw Biyombo in a
because he had to because Ayton was in foul trouble.
Right.
He would if Ayton wasn't in foul trouble, he would have played him damn near the whole game.
And when Ayton got in foul trouble, I'm thinking the ball got to go in the paint. They got to attack more because they can't get into a mid-range battle with KD and Devin Booker.
Mid-range shooters.
Yeah, you can't get into a mid-range battle with them. But like Kawhi, he needed to attack more. And
Kawhi can get into a battle, but he ain't got nobody to back him up.
Exactly.
That's what happened. I
think they needed to attack more yesterday. That's what it was.
The Clippers lost, and let's get this clear. The Clippers lost by the mid-range ball yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yep.
Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Chris Paul at the end of the game.
They shot damn near 60%.
The Clippers to death.
Yes.
And honestly, that's just great players getting hot. I just think that's great players getting hot. It wasn't necessarily a defensive thing. I know they went.
But they get it. But Jalen, those are their shots. Those are shots that they make. When they get going, it don't matter if they contest the shots or they're going to hit those shots. Kevin Durant and Devin Booker are known for hitting contested shots.
Chris Paul too.
They know for too.
That mid range. That's Chris Paul.
DeAndre Ayton got a little mid range too.
The real question is the Suns legit. After this, like it was a sweep through the playoffs. Oh, I got the Suns.
Nah, I think the Clippers just packed. Nah, I can't say that, Primo. I think the Clippers just packed it in. They got what they came for, and it was like, all right, let's save some energy for Game 3.
I think the Clippers gonna win.
I hear what you're saying, Ryan. My thing is,
I picked the Clippers.
For me, you got to hedge hard. You got to force them to pass that. You got to force them to pass that ball. If anything, Ryan, at least trap off of that. Like at the very least, trap them.
So okay, Bobby. All right, Bobby. Let me ask you this. All right, so the Clippers in the second half was mostly trailing. So they trapped that and then leave Craig open who was hot all night. So you let Craig kill you, or you just let the mid range kill?
So that's all about making adjustments situational on the half court. That's just sitting in the timeout and doing something different than our regular rotations.
Are we gonna talk about how Russ was ball watching last night, bro?
Well, let's talk about the question you asked me first, Leaf. You know what I'm saying? Like you can especially like I know Chris Paul's a great passer, but he's a shorter guy, so it's kind of harder for him to throw that skip pass over the top. So if you trap him hard and make him move that ball quick, as long as whoever is rotating isn't leaving. I know Torrey Craig was hitting those threes, but as long as we're not leaving Kevin Durant on that first rotation, we just got to get there. You got to run. You got to play defense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We got to make the big shoot that top of the key jump.
Okay.
shot.
So let me get what you're saying. You saying instead of double Kevin Durant, double Chris Paul because he's shorter?
Double whoever is coming off of that pick and roll. Whoever's coming off that pick and roll, you double them hard. Push him out and rotate. You got to rotate, but we can't rotate off of Kevin Durant. Torrey Craig is the skip pass. Kevin Durant is the first relief pass, right?
Right.
So you don't help off of Kevin Durant. We're not rotating off of him. Whoever's in the paint is the one running to that rotation in the corner.
I think Bobby.
If Torrey Craig is knocking down contested jump shots, then we just losing to that. You know what I'm saying? Losing.
Yeah, you got to take it. Torrey Craig's beating you. Torrey Craig's beating you. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Well, Bobby. I think Bobby. I think what Bobby was talking about was more situational than anything. I think the game plan for Phoenix was to allow, when the ball goes to Kevin Durant hands in a post in a high post, let the double team come. That's what they was banking on because Kevin Durant can make the pass was starting to make the passes and make the plays that he did not make last year.
I'm only talking about off the pick and roll, Leaf. I'm not talking about that.
But off the pick and roll,
and that was a cold offense that was running right there.
KD always played the right way.
Double KD, that was cold. I don't know what to do against that.
Yeah, in the second half, Kevin Durant was in the high post. It wasn't no pick and roll. It was just him in the high post. Boom! He got either Eric Gordon on him or somebody else.
Talking about the pick and roll before you came.
I'm only talking about the pick and roll. Lee.
Okay,
all right. As far as that should go right there, Lee, we're gonna leave that up to the NBA coaches. I don't got nothing. For that.
Nah, I have something for that. Actually, I wanted to harp a little bit on that. What was happening? They was doing pick and switch. That's what the Clippers was switching a lot in the second half, and then that allowed Kevin Durant to get his little one-on-one mismatch in the post, and they was waiting. They basically was baiting them into double teaming them, and that's what left Devin Booker on the island with somebody else, and that left Russ was ball watching. That's really what it was.
Leaf, this is why I'm saying that the group that the Suns have, it's the hardest group to contain when it comes to the pick and roll. Because no matter what you do, Bob, you can say double, you can say hedge hard, you can say drop coverage, you can say switch.
No. I'm in a bathroom right now. But
leave.
I'm not in the bathroom. I'm just chatting. But
all right, cool.
Yeah.
But I'm saying no matter how you defend those three guys, you're
I ain't got a Joel, bro. Like I ain't got the BGs. I'm cool.
You're at their mercy. It don't matter what you do with Devin Booker. He scored 28 this year, or 28 points this year.
Ron, real quick.
D Book has scored 26 plus for the last 5 years.
Ron, real quick.
Chris Paul has been a known killer in the pick and roll since he got rookie of the year.
Yeah, Ron,
is known as our generation's best scorer.
Ron, real quick.
You can do.
Ron, real quick.
Hey, y'all, look.
NBA coaches that scout these guys to death. They wake up in the morning,
right,
trying to scout these guys, and they go to sleep at night trying to scout these guys. Leave. It's nothing that you can say.
That wasn't. But Ron, that's not how they got killed. That's not how they got killed.
Nothing you guys can say.
Hold on, Leaf.
One thing they can.
Leaf, real quick, because two things. First of all, we got to get my man Davion in here. Hey, say his name. We gotta give my man Davion something real quick. What's up with you?
Davion, what up?
The best
you playing great defense on Steph, by the way, bro. Keep that up.
Yeah, serious name.
Dave.
Yeah. One thing they can do, they can double team. We know how Devin Booker and KD, they don't do good off double teams. Especially Devin Booker.
You sure?
Totally agree.
He don't make
Kevin Durant looked mighty good off a double last night.
Wait. Are we saying Devin Booker doesn't look good off double teams because that one open gym where he was telling them don't double team me?
Yeah, I think people was harping too much off of that.
But to me,
Devin Booker do.
To me, if you double
Devin Booker play make better than Kevin Durant.
If you double one,
nah, I wouldn't say that.
Yes,
I wouldn't say that.
Durant is elite passing off the double team.
No, that's
hold on. Durant is elite passing off the double team. Durant knows what to do. Devin Booker is not as good. Durant, yes, he is. Durant.
I wouldn't call him elite.
With this team, he is.
Not elite.
With this team, he is.
Elite. He's not
With
elite,
this
but he's
team, he
good.
is.
Yo, Jalen, I'm not going to disagree with you. Out of the double team, I will give it to Kevin Durant due to a
He's
couple
not
things.
elite though.
Due to
Don't
the
do
first
that.
thing that you
With
said,
this team, he is.
he will make the right play. He will. But
He'll
also,
make the
too,
right
you got to
play.
understand
When he got the
KD is damn near
pieces,
7 foot.
when he
So-
loaded up, he could definitely make the plays.
All he got to
So
do is
Kevin
bring out
Durant
Chris
can
Paul.
look
Chris
over
Paul
the
When
double
hasn't
team.
he been
He's
loaded
long.
up?
He can pass
His length,
around the double
yeah.
team.
Nah,
So
he more loaded up now than he was last year.
It's
What?
easier for
He
him to
been
deal with the
loaded
double
up
team than
his
Devin
whole
Booker.
career.
He more loaded up now than he was
Let's look
last
the
year. He
numbers
didn't.
up. Let me see what his.
He didn't have nobody
Because
like Devin
I
Booker.
don't remember this
A year ago,
playmaking
he didn't have
Durant
nothing
that
close to Devin
everybody's
Booker,
seen.
bro. Come
He had
on.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, Kyrie. What you talking about? Yeah.
I mean,
talking
but
about?
Devin
no,
Booker younger, bro. Like he could slash.
What you
more.
mean?
I think
Nah,
the
but
biggest
Kyrie
difference
just
is
Yeah,
having
Kyrie
Chris Paul,
Irving though.
man.
Lee, what are
Kyrie
you
Irving's
talking
that shot
about?
maker.
The biggest difference is
Bruh,
having Chris
Devin
Paul.
Booker.
You have
I'm talking about as like Devin Booker could
Devin
score
Booker a better
so many
playmaker.
different ways, bro,
Nah,
off the ball.
Hold on,
Like
bro.
He was
Kyrie.
he was
Never mind.
handling
Lee.
the
You got
ball
it, bro.
last night. He was the primary ball
I
handler last
understand
night.
that, but the pick and roll is not how they got killed, the pick and switch. It was really mostly like screen and switch. They knew the Clippers was gonna switch a lot, bro. On when Kevin Durant set that little fake screen at the top and that little shadow screen at the top, and then he go in the
Leaf,
mid post.
That's still technically a pick and roll, though.
Yeah,
I mean, but
You're just exploiting how they're
it's a
playing.
screen.
But it's a screen
That's a screen.
leading
A
to
pick
Kevin
is a
Durant
screen.
getting a
Mhm.
mismatch.
It might be a pick and pop. It might be a pick and whatever
pick
it
and
is, but it's
roll,
still
pick-
the
Yeah,
offense
picking
is still
something.
being
It's a picking
initiated off
something.
that initial
But
screen.
it's Bobby, Ron, it's leading to Kevin. It's leading to a play, a setup, offensive set where Kevin Durant has the ball in the high post, and then he could work out of there because they know they're gonna double team. When you have threats that on one-on-one situations like Devin Booker and Chris Paul, they can exploit one-on-one switches and one-on-one situations. You can't have Zubac switch out on Chris Paul, even if he is 40 years old. You
And
can't.
that's what I'm saying. And that goes back to the initial point on why I'm saying Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant are the toughest trio for a big man on a pick and roll. And you can put any big man you want to. Go down the whole league. Choose a big
No, I
man
agree.
and let me know
I agree.
who's not
I
going to have
think
a
the
problem.
closest person that could guard that probably is Giannis, bro. Like, I mean, maybe.
Talk to me, Davion. How you feel about the whole situation?
What?
Yeah, I was gonna say
you
AD.
I don't think
the best
AD. Nah,
defender in the league is
AD
Anthony
is
Davis. Quit, yo.
AD
You see
is
what
a
he
rim
doing to
protector at
Triple
all.
J out there?
Real quick though, too. Real quick, I
AD
think the
is a rim
Clippers.
protector at best, bro.
So,
But he
what?
he
AD's one of the best pick and roll
Oh
defenders
my
in the
God.
league. What are we talking about? AD's
pick and
literally
roll
one of the best-
defender.
Yes,
You just
AD's
said
I
statement of
don't
guards
know
more than
about
most
that.
big man. You talking about
Uh,
80's agility, side to side movement for AD?
If we could say this, we could say the same thing about Giannis, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like,
No,
what
we
are you
can't.
talking
with it.
Okay, you can leave, but what
Yeah.
are you talking about, bro?
Giannis
like,
is
but
one of
like
the
my thing is
No, you can't.
what I'm saying is what AD is mostly used for in those type in situations with in the team in the past is mostly rim protection. That's mostly
Yo,
what it's used for.
He'll get
Devin
up on
Booker,
you.
Devin Booker,
They're not
out
no
of a high
no
pick and
team is
roll,
stupid enough to put AD in those
leave,
situations.
in a high pick and roll. Giannis don't want nothing to do with Devin Booker.
And
AD
no
don't.
pick and roll.
You a lie.
AD
You a
don't
lie.
want it. AD don't want it, but he gonna guard Devin Booker
You a
way
lie.
better than Giannis.
So you
Nah,
think
you
Giannis is
crazy.
a good pick and
So
roll?
Giannis gonna guard. I'm talking about
Yo,
Devin Booker.
Leave real
Giannis
quick.
gonna guard Devin Booker out of high pick and roll.
Giannis
No.
wishes he was as good as AD at the pick and roll, defending the pick and roll, bro.
All right,
You're
we just got to
crazy. What are
disagree.
you
I don't know what the
talking
hell
about,
y'all
bro?
seeing. Y'all
What are
going
you
off of
talking
2K
about?
ratings or some shit.
I know.
bro.
I think
Like,
the
I
Lakers
don't
talking
know.
about 2K.
Leave
Hey.
on
I
basketball,
don't
I don't know
bro.
what y'all doing, bro.
Leave
Like,
I watch
listen, hey,
basketball,
listen.
bro.
No,
No, you're not
Gian-
finna say
yeah,
something.
I do too.
I'm
Giannis
watching
is
DeMar
looking for it, bro.
DeRozan.
Because you
Giannis is
Giannis
looking
all
for that,
night.
man, so he could get the steal and get out on a break. What are y'all talking
Nah,
about,
but
bro?
leave. Think if the Lakers
seen
switch more
Luka
than
pick
Milwaukee.
and pop him
Milwaukee
all
will
night.
fight through the screens more. The Lakers will switch more, and AD will be in those positions more often than Giannis too. Like Milwaukee doesn't switch as much to Lakers on defense. Back to the Clippers thing though, real quick. I just think the third game is going to come down to. I think the Clippers' second unit when they're on the court, they have to fly up and down the court. They have to push the pace because the Suns they're going to play their starters 40+ minutes a game. Like they didn't get those foul
they
trouble.
did yesterday.
40, right? Durant, exactly. So they're going to get tired. What happens is, I don't care what, you're going to get tired playing 40 minutes a game in the playoffs. So if that second unit, guys like Terrence Mann, Norman Powell come in, just run up and down the court and really make them work, I think that's the way you're going to beat them. Because the starting squad versus starting squad, the Suns starters will most likely outscore the Clipper starters, but the bench has to make up for it and take advantage of that.
And I think that's where Covington and Morris got to come in, bro. Like
Yeah,
they got, huh?
No, I agree with you. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they got to come in and provide a little bit more, because when Batum is not really giving you anything, when whatchamacallit is not really giving you anything, bro. Like Plumlee, I think Plumlee has been a good X factor, but he got to give you a little bit more as well off the bench. Rebounding and passing, he's a great passer for a big man, and I think that's kind of what they banking on. They kind of move around a little bit, but when Ayton gets in foul trouble, they can't get in no mid-range contest. They got to go to the basket. They got to attack. Because there's no shot blockers after Ayton, bro. You got Biombo.
Yeah, you got to get in there.
Yeah, you got to get in there. You know what I'm saying? Like Ayton got more fouls. We got to get
on D. Leaf. Who's better at the block? Biombo or Ayton? I think Biombo's
I think Biombo is a better rebounder, but in terms of like rim protection, bro, I got DeAndre.
You think DeAndre Ayton's a better rim protection than Bismack Biombo?
I got Bismack easy.
You got
Bismack the worst.
I think Bismack sure.
Yo, Leaf, what are you talking about today, bro? Like,
why y'all making it seem like I'm tripping, bro? Like,
you're tripping, bro.
I mean,
Bismack is a better rim protector than DeAndre.
DeAndre Ayton is one of the worst.
Maybe I didn't watch that much Phoenix basketball. I'll take y'all word for it, man.
It's not even just Phoenix basketball, bro. It's just you didn't watch enough.
I don't. You're right. I don't, bro. I'm not finna get powered up. My bad, bro. Stop getting on my ass, please. All right.
Wait, nah, Leaf. I'm not gonna stop shit. Biz been in the league.
Lighten up.
Listen, bro. Listen, lighten up, bro. I haven't watched the. Pardon me for not watching the goddamn Suns all year, bro. My bad.
Fuck that. You on basketball reference? You ain't watching the games, bro?
I'm not on basketball reference. I'm not on basketball reference. No, I'm not on none of that, bro. I just assumed that DeAndre Ayton was a better rim protector than Bismack Biombo. But apparently, according to no. All right, you got it, bro. According to y'all, he not. Fine, we give it up. Let's next question, bro. Come on.
Yo, Davion, we haven't really heard from you too much. I want everybody to let Davion get the court. Get everything off that you need to get off about what we've been talking about and more.
Biombo, we ain't gotta talk about Biombo no more. So who y'all got next game between Clippers and Suns? I got Suns next game. Who y'all got?
I got the Clip. I think the Clippers could give you one, but I think it's gonna be tough. But I'm gonna go with the Clippers at home because I think they're gonna make the proper adjustments, especially with their bench. That they bench is the best thing that they got going. It's their biggest trump card in the series, so they got to use that to their advantage. And hopefully they could pull this out and take care of home court and get up 3-1. But they got to get a game at home for sure.
I need Ty Lue to give Marcus Morris Sr. some minutes and even bring possibly Covington, give him some minutes to see what happens because the other guy, the bench unit this game wasn't getting it done. And I think Marcus Morris Sr. is a capable scorer. He's a guy that can give you 15, get hot from 3, attack the rim too, especially at his height. So especially Marcus Morris, he could step up this game, give him the minutes. And the Clippers have a shot. I'll give the Clippers, one game at home. So I'll probably play the Clippers next game.
Yo, I thought Marcus Morris was injured. I just thought it was like
what's the injury?
Play Marcus. It's not an injury, I guess. I just thought it was common sense to play Marcus Morris in a series.
No sense for Marcus Morris not to be on the court.
I seen Covington in a team hoodie. I was like, well, is he in gear or not? Oh, I'm like,
he hasn't played Covington since for all year. And I'm like, what was the point?
I forgot Covington was on that team, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if that's the case, it's a lot of teams that will value Covington. If that's the case, they should have traded him. They could have really
Covington was on Portland, bro. Like for real, bro. I'm like,
the thing is, I think
Claw.
Go ahead, David.
The thing is, I think that's kind of hurting them because by playing Robert Covington and Marcus Morris, they match up better with KD and all the longer bigs and bigger bigs. So it makes sense to play them more. It don't make sense playing the smaller guards like Bones and stuff like that. Like it make no sense.
I think that overall
they provide the same thing: shoot 3 and D, and they better Nick Batum.
Nick Batum. Oh my God, I don't know.
Nick Batum. Only thing Nick Batum got on him is playmaking. That's it.
No, because you can easily just replace Batum with Morris, bro. Like,
exactly.
He hasn't made a single 3 this whole series, bro. He hasn't done anything.
And he definitely.
Yeah.
I
understand, bro.
So
Robbie must not be looking good in practice, baby.
Next to Kawhi Leonard, Covington's probably the best
hell with
defender
practice,
on this team
man.
right
Game time.
Who, Robert Covington?
Covington next to Kawhi Leonard, probably the best defender on this team with Paul George out. Covington would be the best body to throw at Kevin Durant.
Right now, Westbrook second. Westbrook in second right now.
Westbrook been
And
playing.
Westbrook plays hard. Don't be
Yeah,
like Westbrook
you're
plays hard.
right.
Westbrook
Hey,
plays
this
hard.
is-
No,
not even
Davion.
Robbie
Davion,
Covington would be the
Westbrook been second. I think Westbrook been second in spurts because he's tend to
He's
last
an energy
game.
player.
Yeah, he more
Yeah.
energy, but he tends to gamble a lot and he tends to ball watch
Yeah,
every time to
that's
time.
true, but he was on the Lakers this season, and I'm a Lakers fan, I'm a LeBron fan, so I've seen him like all season. He's been playing good defense this whole
Yeah,
season.
this year he's been playing good defense.
He
I'll give
been
him that.
playing good defense.
He has been playing good defense this year, definitely. He has been giving a lot more effort on defense. I give him that for sure.
I said it would have worked in Lakers if they would have had shooting. I think Russ would have worked out.
I mean, look,
but they had to sacrifice shoot. They had to sacrifice him to get shooting. So, like, I mean,
Yeah,
Not really.
y'all-
They never had shooting.
Russ got the short end of the stick because of what happened last year. AD got hurt, Bron got hurt. The issues that the Lakers had last year had nothing to do with Russell Westbrook at all. If AD and Bron, if AD and Bron would have been healthy the majority of the season together, they would have had a much better team.
And
none of that Westbrook shit
that, Bobby,
going on.
He right.
to get more on that, Bobby.
Decisions in the clutch.
Without LeBron and AD,
He was doing that this year, though. He was doing that this year too, though.
With LeBron.
He was doing
be that as it may. If those two would have been healthy last year, all this bad negativity that Russ is getting would have never happened. It wouldn't even have came.
It was just a bad
to harp more on that, Bobby, bro. I think Russ is tired of being the goddamn fall guy. You know what I'm saying? Like
that started this. Everybody blaming the Lakers for starting Russ' reputation. Kevin Durant is the person that started this rep that nobody can play with Russ.
Yeah,
hold the ball. That's
right.
KD.
No. I think
KD is the perfect victim for this series, bro. Like, and Russ revenge is gonna be crazy, bro. Don't call him Russ no more.
Rolling with the clip show.
Don't call him Russ no more. Call him Hustle Westcook, man. That's what you call him for the rest of this time out, bro. Like, because that's what it's gonna be. You know, he gonna go out there and he gonna give it 100,000, 10, 100 million%. Because he wants this. He wants this that bad.
I'm rolling with the claw. I think he is a better player.
With the Westbrook thing, Westbrook was the flaw guy for the Lakers, right? I mean, like I said, guys were injured last year. It was also a flawed team, right? Trevor Ariza, Dwight Howard was the old team, was a flawed team. Westbrook, Westbrook was just a flaw guy.
Trevor Ariza on that roster?
And him and LeBron just aren't a good fit. Westbrook is a great player. They're just not a good fit with LeBron. It's one of those things where LeBron's not a good fit with ball-dominant guys. But he moved out to the Clippers. He's playing well. Russell played well off the bench, and now he's playing well, and hopefully he continues to play well. I
promised all the good people at PC, man, I was gonna keep it basketball. So therefore, I cannot talk nothing Lakers related.
If you could shoot, Brian could play with you. I don't really think it's
I can't speak on anything Lakers related. I gotta keep it basketball. I can't go to business.
Yo, fellas, I want to get back to Davion's question. He asked, what were predictions for game 3? So I'm going to go around the room and I'm going to ask everybody. Gabe, I'm going to start with you. What do you expect from the Clippers and Suns game 3?
If Monty continues to play the starters like 35, 40 minutes, I expect the Clippers bench to come in and realize that they have to play better. So I think the Clippers do take the next one, probably by like 5-10 points. Because of the bench, right? So yeah, I got the Clippers next game.
Ox, game 3. What's your prediction?
I got the Clips. I'm sure Talu's gonna reevaluate what happened last night, make the right decisions, and everything will be all right.
Cool. JC, who you taking?
I mean, yeah, like I said before, I think the Clippers first game at home. They'll make the adjustment, hopefully play Covington, give him more minutes, give guard like Marcus Morris Sr. more minutes. And I just think, again, and making sure Kawhi's on the court with KD most of the time, make sure that matchup is there, and make sure that Clippers bench, when they're out there, run up and down the court on these guys because they will get tired. Playing 40 minutes a game is not easy in the playoffs. So take the Clippers next game, first game at home. But I'll agree with him, 5 points, 8 points.
Davion, you asked the question, but I want to know your answer.
So I say Suns, and the reason I say the Suns because first game 1, I feel like they didn't come out. They didn't really take it that serious. They feel like all right, we got it. We're gonna be all right. But they still a new team, so they still got to get it. Get chemistry all together, make sure everybody good. But the second game, I feel like the first half they could have really blew the game out the water. DeAndre Ayton and get in foul trouble because he was doing good the first half. Like when him on the court, him, KD, D Book, it was all good. Like everybody was going good. Once he got in foul trouble, rotations and everything. So I feel like them cooking up, especially in that second half, D Book and KD and them, like it's going this third game, they're gonna come out real prepared. They're gonna really come and they're gonna show them. So that's what I think. Why? So yeah.
No doubt. Primo, who you taking? I'm pretty sure you said the Clippers. Well, you said the Clippers in the series, but who do you got in game 3?
I got the Clippers. I just think they bench. I've been watching. They've been playing too many minutes out there. KD and Booker got to play so much. And then they barely won that game. Everybody just it was points where I thought the Clippers was going to take that game over. That they gave them a couple breaks by not going to the hole, penetrating the cup, getting them back in foul trouble. I got the Clippers, man. I think they're a deeper team. KD could come out and beat KD at any moment, and that'd trump it all. But I got the Clippers.
Leaf, how are you feeling about game 3?
I gotta go with the slippers, man. Like they have a habit of slipping up, but I think they gotta use all their trump cards in this in this series and in the next game for that matter. And they gotta take care of home court. They gotta play some more of that bench a little bit more. Gotta give Kawhi and all the starters a rest, but they can't get in the mid-range battle. I think Ty Lue is gonna do better. And make the proper adjustments, man. And I got Clips.
Okay, cool. Only thing I'm gonna say about that game 3, Russell Westbrook triple-double. Just watch.
What
That's
kind
not
of
a bold prediction. That's not a bold prediction.
What kind of triple-double? What we looking at? Like a 10-10-10 joint? Or we looking
No. Well, you got to understand, like Russ is the number 2 option right now. Mm-hmm. He is the number 2 option. So if it's a triple-double, it's going to be more like a triple-double.
I think Russ might be the number 2. The number 2 scoring option might be Norman Powell in this series.
We can go through both games. Russ has shot more shots than Norman.
Yeah.
I'm expecting Norman. I'm expecting Norman to have a big game.
Mm-hmm. No,
Norman Powell.
They gonna need Norman Powell to play big for them to even win this series at all.
That's a
he
fact.
Gotta play. He gotta play like
fact.
how he played against the Lakers this last game. He was just attacking the basket the whole time.
That's a fact, and I think they got to do that a lot more because
when you play like you said, Leaf, it can't be a mid-range battle, bro. So when you got these guys
especially
when you got these guys playing 40 minutes, when you got these guys playing 40 minutes and exactly A and B,
I don't want Russ taking more shots than Norman Powell for real.
I could get behind that too. That's it.
And if he does, he needs to be attacking, bro. I don't need him taking jumpers.
Yeah, Norman Powell needs to play like Malik Monk for the Kings. Like if he can do that. I'm telling you, if you can do that.
Gotta pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Hey, Bobby. Let me hold you down on this one, Bobby.
You're asking for a lot right now.
Malik Monk was balling.
Hey, Bobby.
You talking about mini max?
Bobby. Let me hold you.
Hold on, Leaf. Jalen, you asking for a lot from Norman.
The Clippers need a lot. They need
those big shoes to fill. That's mini max sauce.
Hey, Bobby. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Yo, listen. I think Monk might. He is ripping a hole through Jordan Poole in that bench.
And especially not his next game. I don't know if we're gonna talk about it later on.
No, we will.
What's the next game?
My quick question, though, right quick, is
Sacramento game.
So are we all now saying that Norman
I would like to go first on this.
That Malik Monk is better than Norman Powell? Because if I'm not mistaken, okay, I'm not asking is he playing better. I'm asking is he better now?
I don't think so.
No, because time out.
They getting there.
Malik has done this all year.
He definitely has, but
he getting there.
Norman Powell been doing it for a couple years now. So
Norman Powell been doing it since Toronto, bro.
Malik started this like on this upwards trend last year with the Lakers. And then he's been going up since. But I still think Norman Powell's better. Malik can get there if he keeps going on this trajectory.
I think Michael Jordan is scratching it. I think Michael Jordan never should have slapped him upside the head, bro. Like for real.
Right now, these the first 2 games, he's definitely playing better than Norman, though.
I think they're similar players. I think Malik Monk is a better shooter from three, though, for sure.
I think Monk
Norman
is a
Powell
little bit
attacks
more
the basket.
Hold on,
explosive.
Leaf. Let him
Man.
get it off.
Yeah.
Leaf.
I think Norman Powell is actually attacks the rim a lot better. Malik Monk is still more of a shooter, even though the playoffs he's been all over the place. He's still more of a shooter, while Norman Powell I think can attack the rim more and score at the rim a little better.
Malik
But I think
be
they're very similar
attacking.
players. Both
Malik-
guys can give you 15 points a game during the season, and during the playoffs, Monk just took it to another level.
Malik got that butter around the rim, though.
He
Malik got
definitely
that-
do.
Malik got that like that.
He definitely do.
What do you call it? He got
Definitely
that. He got that like not. He's not
got
athletic,
that little
athletic as
crafty-
job, but he's not like bro. He got that athleticism where it's like it's sneaky, bro. You see him and you don't think he could get up that high. It's like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah.
Make something out of nowhere.
Yeah, he's just as athletic as John Moran.
I don't think so.
Whoa,
He been-
that's
He
tough.
really
That's
is.
Control.
He really is.
Leak been doing this.
Malik
since
Malik
Kentucky.
is like
That's
that.
why. That's
No,
why this
he is
question.
not
That's why.
just as off the athletic as John Moran. We
Yes,
is
yeah,
not.
I
Why
think
not?
I think he is.
Why not?
Nah.
What? Why not?
I don't
John, I
think
mean,
Why
okay, so look,
so?
John might get up maybe an inch or two higher. It's not like they're not in the same.
I don't think it's a clear cut difference, bro. Like I think Monk
One
is
thing-
up there.
John, that's the thing. And the thing is, Malik is just as explosive. He can get off the ground real quick, just like John.
I think Jaws a faster. I mean, Jaws I think plays the game.
Yeah,
at
I think
a faster
Jaws.
speed
I
and
think
just
Jaws
kinda-
has a faster first step. He's,
Yeah, but that's not necessarily athleticism as much as it is pace. Though.
That's definitely athletic. I give him that, but I don't think Malik Monk is too far behind, bro.
Malik has
John
more
more
of
of
a
an
pace to his game.
aerial. Man, he more of an aerial threat than Malik Monk. This is not. Is this really something we about to debate?
Another thing too, John's faster and quicker too.
I don't think we should, man. Let's go to the
We're
game.
just talking about
Y'all
jumping
saying-
right now.
If
Let's
y'all
go to
saying-
the
if y'all
game.
saying that he not- Y'all saying he not in the air like John, but that's not true.
I'm
He
talking
in the
about
air
like
just
an
like John.
aerial
The thing is, y'all. A lot of times it's overblown because John be acting like he think he gonna dunk some shit. We all know he wasn't gonna dunk. So when you know what I'm saying, so it looks. First he plays more than Malik. So
He will
but
dunk
a lot
on you.
I
of
think
these,
Malik
what
Monk
I'm
was about to
saying-
have
what I'm
dunk of the
saying is-
year.
What I'm saying is this: their athleticism, like it's so close that it's like, yeah, that's so. What I'm saying, I'm not saying Malik is more athletic than Ja. I'm just saying like they're in the same category.
Well,
Like,
you probably watched Malik Monk more than
I
any
don't
of us
know,
this
man.
year, right? So I probably have to watch a little
disagree.
bit more Malik Monk. 'Cause anytime I see Malik Monk highlights or catch him in a game, you know, if he gets hot from three, he'll show up on SportsCenter.
I
and
watched
the game
him
again.
all
He's a
year
good shooter.
last year.
I don't see the explosiveness. Maybe I haven't watched enough of Malik.
I've been
Every
a fan.
game.
I don't think he's too far.
I've been a big
And
fan of
in-
Malik
and in
Monk.
Kentucky.
I didn't just start watching Malik because he came to the Kings. I've been wanting Malik I wanted us to take Malik over De'Aaron. I've been a big fan of Malik Monk since Kentucky.
I never
Just saying,
wanted
you know what I'm
that.
saying? Like I always
I
thought
wish
Malik
y'all
was,
did take Malik over
I always thought Malik. I mean, shit, you know, I always thought Malik was better than De'Aaron until you know
The
NBA.
tournament.
You know, when they got to the NBA and you know De'Aaron went this way and Malik kind of stayed here.
Yeah.
But I'm still very impressed with Malik Monk's game.
Malik Monk
Athleticism. That
was nice.
before
Though.
Sacramento.
I'll give you that. He was nice.
I think
Alright,
Malik Monk is nice, bro. Like, but
I'm talking about De'Aaron Fox is clearly better than him now.
yeah. Of
There's
course,
no
of course.
debate.
But to
Just
hop,
like John Morant. No,
but nah, to hop more on that the series, man. I think what Chilltown is gonna tell me at 5:00 is that Sacramento took care of business at home. Let's get to how they took care of business. First of all, man, like listen, Sacramento is proven that they could play that up tempo pace and run fast just as fast as these Warriors. The problem is with the Warriors is that they're playing from behind too much. They're not accustomed to playing from behind. You look at the last 8 years, they're accustomed to having leads. They're accustomed to having leads, bro.
But Leaf though, why aren't they getting those leads?
They not getting those. They not getting those leads because Sacramento, bro, is putting their foot down. Sacramento's putting.
Okay, all right, but here's the thing though. Sacramento got size 11 shoes. The point I'm trying to make is this isn't the only good roster that the Warriors have faced over the last 10 years. So why all of a sudden is Sacramento able to put their foot down, but it's teams from last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. The difference between those teams and Sacramento, I'll give you the difference between the Sacramento team this year against Golden State and the Boston team last year against Golden State. The difference is tempo, pace, and more attacking. It like, bro, Sacramento don't have a light skinned 6'9" mid range wizard that's not going to take advantage of Steph Curry on a 1-on-1 situation. Sacramento, like when Sacramento see Steph, they see food. That's what they see. That's what they see. When they see Klay Thompson, they see food. When they see Jordan Poole, they see food. That is steak and crab dinner out there, bro. Like they know.
Fire.
They know, but like that's what the difference is, bro. Like, and then Bobby know what I'm talking about. That is steak and crab dinner when they see them on defense.
And Jordan Poole too. Did you say Jordan Poole?
They smell.
Yeah, Jordan Poole.
They
Jordan Poole's
smell.
a guy. Jordan Poole's a guy.
That is steak and crab dinner right there, bro.
I want to say about the Warriors. Think about the Warriors right now, though, is one, past couple years, they've been a very, emotion offense, moving the ball well. Now there's a little bit more Curry playing hero ball situation where they need to be a big shot. They're not passing the ball like they used to. And two, they're on-off court with the Curry splits. Like before, their bench was still getting it done with a guy like Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson on. But now, without Curry, that ball just kind of stands there. It's either Draymond Green holding the ball too much, Klay Thompson's holding the ball, or Jordan Poole is not getting it done. So I think
and one more point.
Hold up, Lee.
And like the hero ball with Curry, it's just not a thing that Golden State's always done. And Curry's not shooting like he does. He's not making as many of those miraculous threes in the sense that kind of he was hitting before. But the hero ball thing never was the Warriors style. The ball movement was a thing, and that just it hasn't been there for whatever reason this year.
Yeah, but and then to hop on more situations now, they got more bodies to throw at Steph. Shout out to my man Davion right in the right hand corner. Word up, man! Like he been doing as good as the job that he could do.
He been following.
Yep, there you go. Raise your hand. Yep, he been out there, man. Yeah, he been doing as good as the job.
Though. We got keep him
definitely. But
following him, holding his jersey. I see.
Hey, that's what you got to do. That's what Primo. You know this.
I picked the kid. I told him that. Me and Ox was telling them last week about this. That
I was telling
the Warriors.
It's footage of me talking about the Kings moving the needle, and I said I had them in the conference finals.
Leaf. You said that, and you went back.
That was business, Bobby. Bobby. That was business, Bobby.
Look, Leaf. Once you leave us,
I'm saying,
Bobby. Jump back and say
when they play,
Bobby. When the going got rough, Bobby, you tuck tail, Leaf.
Bobby. I was talking. I'm talking basketball now.
Leaf, you went yellow on me.
I didn't know Sabonis was a little dirty player like that, man. I like him.
Hey, Sabonis. Listen, I'm not gonna get on that. Sabonis. I'm not gonna get on that. Listen, that's not what the game was won, bro. Like his was the game.
Sabonis ain't letting them bully him. That's what.
Sabonis ain't going for that.
The one that like, hold on, man. You ain't just about to. I'm gonna start pushing people around and grabbing legs and I love it.
That ain't dirty. That ain't dirty. That's just protecting himself.
Listen,
I don't think
I put it to you this way. The bottom line is that I don't think the Warriors bench.
Hold on, Leaf. I want Bob to address this. Sabonis ain't dirty. I've been watching him, bro. He's been doing a lot.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Bobby.
Let me address that, please. We bouncing around. We just bouncing around. Let's stay here for a couple minutes.
Let's get there.
Oh, if you watch game one, they made it a point to try to be super aggressive with the Montes. Every time he's on the block, he's getting slapped all over his arms. He's getting pushed. They're not making. I'm okay with that style of basketball.
He was doing it too, though.
Okay,
game
so listen,
one.
What I'm saying is,
he pushed Klay.
I'm fine with that style of basketball, especially in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a jungle in there. But all I'm saying is, I think they thought maybe DeMontis was going to fold. Maybe he was going to shy away from the contact. I don't think DeMontis got that in him. I think he's fine with a physical style of play.
Yeah, he cool.
I think he's just trying to show like, bro, if y'all want to bang, we can bang. It's not.
He trying to show Draymond.
He didn't play all that great game one. I said he folded, but one thing he did, he stayed in that paint. He stayed physical. He cleaned up the glass. And for me, that's what I want from my big man. If there's a lid on the rim, you got to stay in the dogfight. And DeMontis just showing he can do that. I'm not too much trying to talk too much more about what happened with Draymond. Like whatever happened. I don't think he intentionally tried to grab Draymond. I think he ended up wrapped up with Draymond. And if
DeMontis before though.
No, he didn't. No, he
Man,
didn't.
he did grab somebody's
All right,
leg in game 1 or something. Man, he
No,
did
he
that.
didn't, bro. No,
did
he
it.
didn't. I look, I didn't see it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But they grabbing, they pushing on each other. It's basketball.
I mean, it ain't nothing.
He keeping the same energy that Draymond brings to the table.
I was gonna ask.
Exactly.
I was gonna.
Exactly.
Hold on, real quick.
Matching energy.
He's better than Draymond.
Real quick. I was gonna ask.
That's not even up for question.
Yeah,
I was
that's
now
what he's showing him.
now that we're on the topic, I want to ask now. Now that Draymond got suspended, like, how do y'all feel about that?
So
They're
I
probably
think the
better without
Warriors.
Draymond.
I think the Warriors might
Bobby, he's
surprise
not.
us and come out with a lineup of Curry, Clay, Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole, and Looney. They might do that.
Oh,
just
They're
kinda
gonna get
situation.
cooked. That's
That actually might be their best
They might
lineup.
do their
though.
death lineup.
It's
It's
the best lineup, but that lineup
They
is
better
food, bro.
They better run a Kaminga.
I agree with that, Davion.
No, but like Gabe,
Or
Hey,
you
they'll
said
don't
that
put
throw
lineup
Jeff
fool.
out, man.
Bro, but because listen,
Just
they're
get the
attacking
acting right.
Jordan Poole consistently, bro. If you replace Jordan Poole in there with maybe Gary Payton,
They need to
or Kuminga,
trade Jordan.
they got a
Poole.
better chance to me defensively because they got the offensive power with Clay and Steph and Wiggins. Because Wiggins, he coming,
And
he
Poole too.
right, but Poole, bro. But the problem with Poole is the defensive side of the thing. He
Well,
getting
I mean,
cooked.
but here's the
if
thing,
the
though,
Warriors-
that
if
you
the Warriors
gotta.
run Wiggins
And Poole isn't even
together,
playing.
bro,
Poole hasn't even been playing good this series, anyways.
I get what you guys are saying, but here's also what you have to factor in, because you guys will say Poole doesn't play defense, but let's keep in mind Curry's not the best defender in the world. Clay has clearly taken not a step back. Clay's taken 2 steps back.
Right.
Wiggins, yes, he's a good defender. I won't get on Wiggins, but here's also the thing that I'm saying though: none of those guys can contain De'Aaron
Right.
Fox.
But when you have
None
but
of
the
those
problem-
guys
but
can
the
contain
problem,
Sabonis.
They ain't got
Ron,
None of
Ron,
those
hold on
guys
real
can
quick.
contain
Ron,
Malik Monk.
Ron,
Malik
listen,
Monk would
listen.
have given any of those guys the what he's been giving them. So here's my
Ron.
thing: is it's like if you can't get a stop no matter what, fight fire with fire. Put
I
your
totally
best
They're gonna lose
offensive
this
line
series
out
totally
there.
doing that.
disagree.
I'm
They're
like,
gonna lose
no,
the
no,
series
I
doing
don't.
that.
This is
You
why I
can't-
don't disagree. Look, check this out. Okay, the Kings have a high-powered offense. Cool, I get you. But check this out. History will tell us that the Splash Bros with Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole is nothing to fuck with. Hey, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Hey, if we gonna do
Ain't nothing Wu-Tang about them. Ain't
don't
nothing
like
Wu-Tang
if
about
y'all
them.
want to shoot it out, then let's shoot it out. We gonna put
Look,
our
but
best
Ron,
offensive gunners out there.
matter of fact,
and we
Gabe,
gonna
Gabe,
shoot,
you go-
and we
you
gonna
go
shoot
first,
y'all
man.
back out the
No,
playoffs.
'cause-
And we gonna shoot y'all so much, y'all not even gonna make the playoffs next year. That's what
Go
we
ahead,
gonna
Gabe.
do.
You go first.
No,
Gabe.
because I was gonna say
I don't
that
like
you're
Jordan
right.
Poole.
Like Jordan. I mean, they do got the offensive power. Don't get me wrong, but I'd rather have just Curry and Clay be what you were saying, the liability on defense, and have 3 players on the court that are liabilities on defense. I'm trying to do my best to contain the other team and not have a shootout because that's not how the playoffs work, Ron. And you know that. You got to play
What do you-
defense to win series, bro.
No doubt. And I
You
I
gotta
give
try.
that.
You gotta try something. And when Draymond is out, you gotta adjust to that and make up for the defense. Poole has been getting killed the entire series, and he hasn't been playing the offense that you're saying he's capable of playing. So you replace him with Gary Payton that plays extremely amazing defense, and he's been a great spot-up shooter in the corner for them this series. He's been hitting his shots. Kuminga is a great defensive player. He can attack the paint. He could get Sabonis in foul trouble. He could do everything. So you're gonna sit here and tell me that Jordan Poole hasn't been struggling? Has he not?
It's Jordan Poole.
Has he been struggling?
Dude,
Yes or
what
no,
does that
Ron?
mean,
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Time
You
out.
sitting here saying, real quick, you're sitting here saying that like it's Steph Curry struggling. It's not that, bro. He's struggling. Make the adjustment.
Yo, when
Draymond is out.
Steph was out the
Draymond-
lineup, Jordan Poole was their number 1 option, and he averaged
Okay,
27
and Steph-
points.
All right,
Steph-
but right now,
Steph is in the lineup,
that's
though.
not-
Steph is in the
40%
lineup.
shooting.
That's not what it is,
That's not
though.
the case. That's not the
That's
case
not
right
the
now, Ron.
case.
On top of that, but look, my
Please don't
thing
take
is,
this out of
my thing is,
context.
well, no,
No,
he's
I'm
not.
not-
But look,
I'm not-
hold on,
I'm not-
hold on,
go
check me
ahead.
out, check me
No,
out. I
I'm
got
about
you.
to ask I'm about to say a whole new point and say that. But go ahead, Bob.
Wait.
I'm gonna
First,
say
let
this
me
after that. Go ahead.
let me get
Go
this
ahead, you
off
got it.
in rebuttal to what you're initially saying. So, Gabe, I'm with you. My thing is, I would like to bring Gary Payton off the bench with Jordan Poole together, starting Kuminga and Andrew Wiggins. I know what you're saying, Ron, as far as nobody really being able to stand in front of him, but the ability to recover that Andrew Wiggins and Kuminga have, just being big in the paint, but that'll be very disruptive for those floaters, for those mid-range jump shots.
I like that.
I like Kuminga in there. On top of that, this is something that I know it just can't happen overnight, but Steph got to try to guard somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't have Steph. We can't have Harrison Barnes picking on Steph Curry. You know, at certain parts in the game, Harrison Barnes has to be matched up with a bigger body.
Steph wasn't playing that bad of a defense.
And Ron,
it's not that Steph is going to play bad defense, but at certain times, if Trey Lyles and Harrison Barnes catch Steph on the block, that's an easy 2 points for us, bro. So that's all I'm saying is Steph got to at least chase Kevin Huerter around. You know what I'm saying?
Jordan Poole got to chase somebody around.
Jordan Poole got to come off the bench.
Hold up right quick, we'll talk about it.
Jordan Poole got to come off the bench with Gary Payton. So
Jordan Clarkson,
Jordan Poole and Steph Curry don't need to be in the game together. You know what I'm saying? Because just like Gabe said earlier, and somebody else said, "Yo, that's just a buffet." That's a buffet, and obviously,
really
obviously, you can't. They obviously can't fight fire with fire. It hasn't worked. Our offense is too high powered. We get out and run. We shoot threes.
I strongly disagree.
And with that being said,
Right.
Kevin Huerter, Trey Lyles, Harrison Barnes, and Keegan Murray have not started shooting.
I strongly disagree.
It's okay to be
You know
wrong.
where we at right now? You know where we at?
Ron.
Hey, we back in San Francisco.
Do you got a super chat?
We
back in San Francisco.
Ron ain't read a super chat.
Listen,
It's one super chat. We'll get to it in a second, but we back in San Francisco. I strongly disagree. And the tides are about to change dramatically.
I hate the idea that home court advantage is such a big thing.
And you probably hated the
It
idea.
is though. It is
the worst road record.
So we got the best road record in the West. So what are y'all saying?
Y'all do.
No, that's fair.
Okay, who has the best home record in the West?
But mathematically, we talk basketball, right?
It's the Grizzlies. It's the Grizzlies.
The second.
I asked Fluent.
I have no idea who second is. I know it's the Grizzlies.
The Warriors.
I asked Fluent this question, and he purposely lied. I asked Fluent, he purposely lied just to make his case. If they have out of three games down there, if they're with their percentage at home and our percentage on the road, doesn't that say we win one of those?
No.
Okay.
I'm not, and this is what I keep trying to tell you guys. And I might be tripping. I might be delusional. I might be just.
We have the Kings have zero playoff experience. We have zero playoff at home experience, and we beat their ass at home. So what are you talking
y'all ain't
talking
beat
out
on
of my
them, though.
nose?
No, we beat their ass.
All I'm trying to
Y'all
say.
ain't beat on them how y'all supposed to.
If I'm putting my money on Stephen in Sacramento or De'Aaron and Sabonis in Golden State, in San Francisco, bro, I'm putting my money on Steph to get a game in Sacramento. I know he's 0-2, but they still got to go back and play some more games in Sacramento. And I like
Steph.
Steph.
They won like 3 games
to
on
get a
the
game.
Look, I think Game 3 is going to be a big test.
Airballing threes,
real quick, Ron. And what I was saying earlier.
Ron, he's shook.
I'm trying to.
He's in total disbelief.
Come on, Bob. Stop.
He's shook.
So wait, because I see it in the chat. We all believe that Steph is just out. He's down and out.
That's crazy. No, Steph could drop a 40-piece easy.
No. Jalen, it's not. He can. That 40 piece is coming.
Don't clip that.
No, it's coming. And I will bet anybody. Anybody up here, look. Whatever amount you want to, you can bet whatever amount you want to that 40 piece is coming in the next 2 games. I don't care if
in a losing effort.
It can be a losing effort, but stats come. Look, it might be a 50 piece coming. Y'all gotta fight, and it's coming soon.
Basketball reference merchant, I didn't know.
Y'all gotta. What? I'm a basketball rep. Do you know who Steph Curry is?
So
y'all big bad kings, and you didn't forget who Steph is.
Look, so you
who run Northern California?
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Who run NorCal? No. Who run NorCal?
Who run NorCal?
Who run this shit?
De'Aaron Fox.
All right. Hey.
I'm living it today.
You remember what Ticket said? And I watched this podcast. You remember what Ticket said? They watched this podcast.
I hope they do watch it. I'm living in it now.
Hey, talk about it.
The future.
Stop living in the past.
Real quick.
There's a book called The Power Now. I don't know if you ever heard of it, brother.
Okay.
If you haven't, check it out. Living in now.
Power now. That's a good term. But quick thing with Game 3 though, it is going to be a big test for the Kings. First road game in the playoffs. being in that atmosphere for Fox, for Sabonis. So we'll see how they react to it. And a quick thing about Jordan Poole, how I say he's getting exposed on defense. He has. They're attacking him. I think Jordan Poole's a guy who's more engaged on defense when his shot's falling. When his shot's falling, he's a guy who's more engaged in the game. He's going to play harder. So playing with those guys, I think they can get his shot going, get his offense going. So I still think the Warriors, when they put that quote-unquote death lineup out there, they've had a crazy success, and we've seen it last year too, this year during the regular season. So with Jordan Poole, I think it's key to get his shot going and he'll play better defense. And again, the Kings and Golden State is not going to be a defensive series. The Kings aren't some defensive juggernaut. The Warriors aren't a defensive juggernaut.
I bet you different. You ain't been watching?
No, I mean,
the Kings have been playing. The Kings have
been playing hard. They've been playing good defense. I
Jordan Clarkson
been missing shots.
Is a good player, man.
I do think the Warriors have to just outshoot them. I don't
Jordan
think
Poole, Jordan Clarkson, they both the same.
No, but Ron, what I was trying to say earlier is I'm trying to figure out how I can make up for Draymond being suspended for the next game. Because with Curry, with Draymond being out,
I didn't hear you.
I'm trying to figure out how I can replace any of the defense that Draymond brings in Game 3 since he's suspended now. You feel what I'm saying? Like Poole's not doing none of that. He's struggling. So you got to feel it. And with Draymond being out too, you got to think about it. Curry got to be more of a playmaker this next game. So that 40 piece is not as realistic for this game. This next game, as you may think it is, it'll probably come maybe if Draymond comes back. But I think Curry is definitely gonna have to play more of a playmaker role this next game to win that game.
I want to ask Bob a question about the game.
Hold up right quick, Primo, because now I have to ask Gabe a question. What defense,
bro?
In the first two games, what the fuck has Draymond done that you've just been like, oh my god?
His presence alone matters, bro.
What is he bringing to the table?
Yeah, once he got kicked
Sabonis
out,
is fucking him up. So, I mean, Sabonis is absolutely he's dominating the paint. Yes, the game 1 it was a little shaky. He didn't shoot as good as he should. But game 2 clearly showed you that the paint is Sabonis's. On top of that, what else is Draymond doing? I don't see Draymond's running around blabbing his mouth. He's not. Yes, Draymond is.
But when Draymond went out,
but he's not shutting nobody down. He's not slowing nobody down. The Kings still get whatever they want to at will. De'Aaron Fox is still skipping in the paint and doing whatever he wants to do.
So you're telling me that Draymond, regardless of what you're saying, he's not making it difficult for nobody to score on him?
I'm not gonna lie. The Warriors are a better team defensively with Draymond on the floor. No ifs, ands, or buts.
All I'm trying to do is sit here and try and figure out how the Warriors can make it difficult. Because to me, if you keep playing Poole and Curry on the court at the same time, there's no difficulty at all, bro. That fire with fire shit is not gonna look good.
Hey, I'm telling you,
fire with fire shit.
Hey, all right,
see that one Draymond out the lineup.
Jalen, I'm talking to you right now.
Ron, because
talk to him,
real quick. Let me finish real quick, because Ron.
And then I'm gonna talk to Jalen. Then me and Jalen are gonna have a good conversation.
I got you. Even if you're saying Draymond isn't doing whatever Draymond does, they're still goddamn. They have a hard time doing it. De'Aaron Fox was struggling last game for the first 3 quarters until Draymond went out the game. Sabonis was cooking. Everybody was struggling until Draymond got out the game. And then it became baby food. Easy. That's when the game became tough.
De'Aaron got to opening up. Wasn't no help.
Up the whole game.
I think Kevon Looney's a better buy.
It was a close game, though, was it not?
It was. Kevon Looney's causing us.
My point is controlling the game no matter what.
It was a close game regardless.
The Kings.
No, it was a moment where remember I came in the chat, Bob, and said why Mike Brown ain't call a timeout. The Warriors got the cooking.
For a quick second,
Mike Brown?
For a couple minutes, but
that's all you need.
I was ready to get in the chat and talk some shit.
That's all you need. They got the
cooking. The only thing I like to do is wake up and talk shit to Ox. I was waiting to talk some shit in the chat. I couldn't find a moment to be like, okay, here the Warriors go. Here the Warriors go. The whole time I kept saying, oh, Poole's about to turn up. Here comes Steph. Clay's about to heat up. I kept saying that. I was ready to say, come on, Wiggins. I'm waiting for Wiggins to go. I'm like, Wiggins,
we watched De'Aaron Fox.
Wiggins. Let's go, Wiggins. It just wasn't happening.
All I'm trying to do is how to make it difficult for them. I'm not trying to lock anybody up. I'm not trying to do that. Because I know it's not going to happen. But I'm just trying to find a way to make it more difficult for the Kings to get off. That's all I'm trying to do.
I'm going to tell you how you do that.
Because without Draymond, you can't do that.
Yeah,
you gotta say your prayers before that damn game 3, bro.
You don't believe in Kevon Looney game?
Hell no, he was in foul trouble all last game.
You know what? I'm gonna let Kevon Looney body up
that's my
Sabonis,
dude,
try to
man.
hold down the paint, and
I
let
like
the
that
four
move,
shooters
that
just
cool.
aerial out, shoot the ball, score. I think you got to shoot out. You're not gonna. The Warriors don't have the defensive.
You're
guys
not fighting
to
fire
down
with
the
fire,
paint.
bro.
You have to beat a 130 to 110, 115.
I really do
Jordan
think
Poole is
Jalen's
not
on to something. Look, Kevon Looney can guard Sabonis 10 times better than Draymond can.
Oh my!
And I know, no.
Yeah,
Draymond is a better defender. Pound for pound, Draymond's a better defender than Kevon Looney. But in the paint, as a big body, Kevon Looney can do things that Draymond can't do. I know Draymond's strong, but as you can see from last game, he can't move Sabonis. Sabonis is too much of a force. He can't keep Sabonis off the glass. He can't contest Sabonis' shots. Sabonis is going to get offensive rebound after offensive rebound. All he has to do is catch the ball and turn around and lay the ball up over Draymond. He can't do that over Kevon Looney, who's bigger and I'm not going to say stronger than him, but he's taller and he weighs more than him. So he just can't just bully Kevon Looney as easy as he can with Draymond.
Looney's gonna get a couple extra offensive rebounds too. Looney's a rebounding menace. You don't realize you get him out.
Rebound the
30 minutes.
Yes,
you can rebound the ball, get them extra possessions. So again, I just think the Warriors, you got to beat a 130, 115, 130, 120 because the Warriors aren't going to hold the Kings under 100 points. It's not going to happen. The Kings will not be scoring less than 100 points against the Warriors. The Warriors defense, they don't have the guys to stop them like that. So just outscore
their
them.
defense is ass, bro.
That's why you got to outscore them. You got to outscore them.
Gabe, to answer your point though, on what they do, you can say you keep referring to defense, and I get it. I'm a defensive guy. Personally, I say the defense wins series, it wins championships, X, Y, and Z, yada yada yada. In this series, you have to do something else. I still believe that the Warriors have more firepower than the Kings when they put their best lineup on the floor. You obviously don't take Steph out the game. Keep Steph there. Clay's gonna play. You gotta play Jordan Poole, Wiggins, and then you go Looney.
So do the Warriors play today?
No, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, you might be right about that, Ron.
It's pretty much over.
The only difference is our firepower plays defense. Their firepower has to hide on defense.
But the thing is, their firepower. If we're just gonna shoot it out,
I tried to tell Doug.
No, but
Gabe, you remember that episode where me and Dub was arguing because he kept trying to tell me De'Aaron Fox don't play no defense?
Yeah, that was crazy out of Dub.
But Bob,
this is also my thing though. The Warriors can put out their best defensive lineup and they still don't stand a chance. Tell me the defensive lineup that can slow the Kings down with Draymond there too. They still don't stand a chance. Put out Gary Payton. You can't take Steph out no matter what. He's not your best defender, but you can't take him out.
I don't think Gary Payton is in that lineup, Ron. I don't think Gary Payton is in the best defensive lineup, and I know it sounds crazy to y'all, but let me just reiterate what I was trying to say earlier. The reason I don't think Gary Payton is the best option as far as that goes is because he can't guard De'Aaron. So it's no point in having a smaller body out there when you can have Kuminga and Andrew Wiggins. If you want your best lineup defensively has to have Kuminga and Andrew Wiggins in it because they have to pack up that mid-range jump shot. If you're the same height as De'Aaron Fox, and he gets you going this way and then pulls up, you might as well just get back.
Oh, God.
There's nothing you can do about
that.
Andrew Wiggins and Kuminga with the hand up there. Kuminga's 6'9", Wiggins is 6'8". Yeah. They're longer, bro. You like
they
Gary
don't got
Payton,
nobody.
There's no reason for Gary Payton to be playing. I mean, let me not say that because in the second unit, yeah, he could come in, but Steph and Clay got to play. But
the chef should be able to neutralize.
Kuminga 6'7", by the way. My bad.
6'7". My bad.
You can't stop.
They're big guys.
They're big. They're bigger guards. They're not guards, but they're bigger.
I agree. Kuminga.
You right, Primo. But the thing is, Steph in desperation,
Steph is shooting from half court. What you say?
They don't cancel each other out.
They should.
Why should they? De'Aaron is outplaying Steph Curry. And the fact that we're talking about what should be happening as opposed to what is happening It's just not basketball.
Well, you know when they get into that well, it ain't the Oracle no more. What is it?
It's the Chase Center.
The
Yeah,
Chase
whatever,
Center.
whatever center it is. You know,
Hey, no, Primo, I
we
don't know
pop
nothing.
bottles all up in
Hey,
there.
I know.
too.
Hey, I know what I know, and that's all I know.
You gonna calm
I
down
agree.
Hey,
right
I
now,
don't know nothing.
The Warriors talk is a lot. We're basing it off of reputation, what we've seen them done, with the four
Hey, name
championships,
value.
right? Exactly.
Name
It's
value.
a little bit name value. Same
the
with Gary Payton, though.
Warriors-
His defense isn't what it was last year. But, I
Yeah.
mean, we just seen such a sample size with Steph in this position.
I
Obviously,
think
like I said, that
Wiggins'
40 pieces
defense gonna
coming.
get better though.
And like I said, Kuminga
So
and
I
Wiggins
hope
should
not.
be on
Keep
Fox.
playing.
Kuminga and Wiggins
Yeah, Ox,
100%
yo.
be on Fox. They have the best guys to guard him.
He's still
What's up,
rusty,
Gary?
Ox.
Yeah, he is.
He's still
Well,
rusty.
he didn't look that rusty in game one.
And that's what we
He
saying.
did. No, he did though. He did. He did.
On
Yeah,
the
he did
In my
to me.
opinion. On the offensive end, he did.
You talking about Andrew Wiggins did?
Yeah.
He
I
had
think y'all
shots, but he's
saying it
still not
just
moving
because he
well.
missed that one corner three.
No. He was
No, the
Ox,
whole
he was like
game.
1 for 8, bro. It
was
was
1
more than
for
just
8.
that. He was missing shots that he
He
usually
played
makes,
better
bro.
the
Game two,
two.
he was better. He was better game 2.
Okay. Okay.
He was missing shots. He was missing shots
If
that he could
that's
make.
the case, we don't got nothing to worry about. Not that we worried anyway.
Thing with the Kings too. Keegan Murray hasn't had a game yet either. He's been
Keegan
that's a
Murray,
good-
Kevin
that's a good-
Huerter. I'm
Yeah.
trying
They
to tell you,
haven't had a game where they're going on either. That's a good point.
we haven't played full power in any of these
That's
two games
true.
at
That's
home
true.
or not.
But-
Did y'all see how many
but-
turnovers? How many turnovers we had last game?
With that being said, you guys' best players have still played better than the Warriors' best players.
That's not how basketball works, bro.
Play asleep.
Mhm.
Play still sleep.
Wiggins
is-
you didn't see
where's
those
Wiggins?
big shots. You didn't see those big shots that Clay hit to last
Yeah, they
game?
did.
What?
He did hit
Two
some-
weathered
threes
that
down the
storm.
stretch. So what did he
Hold
do
on.
before
We
that?
weathered that storm.
Right.
What did he do before that?
They need to get Clay the
Game
ball.
one, Clay
too.
played
They
good
wouldn't
game
give me the
game
ball.
one.
Steph
all
took a
right,
couple
but-
bad shots.
No,
man.
Steph still
Man,
played well.
y'all
Hold on,
rushed
hold on, hold on.
Y'all holding on to
Steph
some
Curry
old
played well.
2020
Steph Curry
type, some old
Yeah, no.
2019 shit. This ain't the same Warriors.
Curry has played well. Curry has done his job for this team.
has.
He's played
No,
well.
but them-
He shot a couple
At the
air
end of that
balls. but
game, he
still played well
rushed them
overall.
shots.
Jalen,
yeah,
they want Clay.
You could-
They want
you
Steph.
coulda
They
got
want
Clay
Steph
the
to be
ball.
46 point Steph every night, and he's just not that
He's
man
not
no
going
more.
to. He's not
You
going
know
to.
what I want to
He'll
talk
give you
about?
a
Is I want
40,
to talk
man.
about Wiggins because
Clay
it
needs
was
the
a
ball
point in the
more.
game, and I remember vividly watching this. It's a point in the game where they're boxing and wanting Steph.
Yeah.
Steph is literally in a box and one. You know how
Mhm.
disrespectful that is to
Yeah.
not only Clay,
The Clay,
but I'm
to
gonna
the
look
team.
past Clay to Andrew Wiggins. You scored 20 multiple times throughout your career. You can't get a bucket one-on-one.
Against
Them
who?
boxing and wanting Steph is a pure sign of disrespect. They're basically saying, Wiggins, we're not scared of you at all.
Hey,
We
Ron.
have no faith in you being able to do anything that tips the scale against us.
So
Hey, Ron, one on one. I want Harrison Barnes over Andrew Wiggins every day.
So Curry don't get no blame for none of that. He was not giving up the ball sometime. He was shooting crazy shots. In the fourth quarter, he got to playing hero ball. Klay Thompson didn't even get to touch it. I watched him over there open like 3-4 times, and they just was shooting up hero ball.
So, like I said, Curry hero
Yeah,
ball.
Alex, I don't know about that one.
He's been doing it a little more with the hero ball, but
Like you
But-
got to get him the
I
ball.
it's one of those things. What was I gonna say? So the on-off thing. So Curry, when he's on the
Draymond
court,
Green
they're
effect
beating.
again.
With Curry on the court, they're outscoring the Kings by 25. With him off the court, they're down they're down way past that, right? So with Curry on the court, that he's outscoring the
Oh,
Kings.
we know Curry the best player out there,
I mean, he hasn't played like it. It's still been
but we
Fox,
talking
I'll
about the
give him that.
best team.
No,
You know
100%,
what I'm saying?
I hear you. The Kings just every time the Warriors try to go on a run, the Kings come back and they hit a big three. They get a big bucket. Before it's like the Warriors go on a run, they
Yeah.
get a stop and they go. But the
Hey,
Kings,
bonus.
The Warriors, like for the past since like 2015, they've been known to be a big third quarter team.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like the Kings are
Not
doing a
this
great
year.
job in the third quarter. I mean, what was it? Game 1, the Warriors were up like what was it? Alex? Like 12, and then the Kings just went on like a 15-4 run to take the lead at the end of the third, and I feel like that was a what's the
And
momentum
then when they
shifter.
get tight, man,
And then they
De'Aaron
saw that-
Fox ain't
they saw
playing no
that-
games, man.
Yeah, and once you get to that fourth
Tighten
quarter
up.
with De'Aaron, bro, it's not.
I hear you.
So once
This
they
Kings
saw
team
that,
is
they
built
saw
well.
that they could capitalize in that third quarter, and I feel like if the Kings could keep playing the way they do,
I'm
especially
teaching
in
my
the
bro
third
about
quarter,
De'Aaron.
in
He
the
don't
third
know
quarter,
it.
I think it could. It's not good to fight fire with fire, Ron. That's all I gotta say, bro.
That's the
Not
only
with
thing they can
Duke
do.
this
That's the
year.
thing. I think that's the only thing they can do. But shout out to the Kings. They're doing it. Like I
Never
said,
heard it. I
Kings
feel-
are
I
playing
feel-
scared.
I
The Kings
feel
are not playing scared.
But if somebody show you themselves,
I feel Kevin Herter
right?
masterclass coming game 3, man. I don't know.
It's coming. That Kevin Herter big
Keegan
game
Murray,
Keegan
too.
Murray. It's coming.
Yeah.
That's
Hey
dangerous.
Bob, I know you know some good quotes. What they say? If somebody show you themselves over and over, what you supposed to do? Believe in them. Yeah.
Take it for what it is.
De'Aaron Fox been doing this all year in the fourth quarter, and the Warriors been blowing leads and losing all on the road all year long. We got to believe the team that we see.
Well, hold on, Primo.
But the team we got to believe at home is the Warriors too.
But what about the Kings on the road?
They're good at home
too.
Nah, that's a fair point.
I don't think the Kings going to
the
sweep
Warriors'
them.
track record is just longer. I'm going to go with the Warriors, but it makes sense that the Kings, their road record. But it's hard to if the Kings win, it wouldn't be surprising. They're playing great, but it's hard to believe that the Warriors.
If anybody
can
come from a 2-0, it got to be them.
Can we remember though also that we got the coach of the year, that we got Mike Brown? Hey Gabe, can you also remind me that Steve Kerr is a Mike Brown merchant? Can you remind me that Steve Kerr is a Mark Jackson and Mike Brown merchant?
Steve Kerr, top 5 coach outside.
Can you remind them that Steve Kerr is an imposter?
Stop it.
Can you remind them that Steve Kerr is an imposter? Hey, beware of false prophets. I'm trying to let you know Steve Kerr is not the man you think he is.
Steve Kerr is literally one of the most winningest coaches of all time. He has the championships.
Thanks, Mike Brown. Thanks, Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson couldn't get it done. Mike Brown couldn't get it done.
Thanks, Mark Jackson, for developing my team.
Mike Brown still ain't about to get it done.
That's cute. That's cute. Mike Jackson helped develop. Mike Jackson helped develop. Steve Kerr took it to the next level.
Mike Brown not about to get it done now.
What happened to the defense when Mike Brown left? What happened to their road records when Mike Brown left? What happened to the Kings' road records when Mike Brown got there? What
happened to Mike Brown when LeBron James left?
Mike Brown is a good coach, but Steve Kerr's resume speaks for itself. I'm not going to say Mike Brown's a better coach than Steve Kerr.
Mike Brown was an assistant for years after LeBron James left him. He was on coach's staff, carrying water.
Ron just want to move on, man. Ron just want to move on.
Real quick though, too, it's gonna be a bad look for Curry if they lose in the first round, or if they get swept in the first round to the Kings. It's gonna be a bad look on Curry when we have these kind of all-time conversations about Curry. It's not gonna be good.
Ron, you the host.
1-1.
Yeah, Ron's just like, damn.
He could lose.
Oh no,
Mike Brown has never won.
The thing about it is, we're going to move on, but we're not going to move on too far because we still have to talk more about the Kings and De'Aaron Fox winning Clutch Player of the Year. But before we do that, it's a couple Super Chats that we got to go ahead and read off.
Steve Clickety post. That's what that's
Clickety Kickety Keys said start bench cut Fox, Ja, Shai. I want to go around the room here. Everybody start bench
done
cut.
This before already, Ron.
Jalen, let's start with you.
I'm gonna start Fox. I'm gonna bench Shai. Ja gotta go. Right. So I think Shai is. I think Shai is the way better player than Ja Morant. I think Ja Morant, there's a little hype on him because of the way he plays, the athleticism, the comparison to Allen Iverson, Russell Westbrook. But I think Shai is just a far better player, better mid-range shooter, better three-point shooter. I think he can finish at the rim similar to Ja Morant, though I think Ja's slightly better. And I think Shai gets his teammates more involved, actually better than Ja Morant too. And then Fox, I mean, he just showed it in the playoffs. Like before the playoffs, if you ask that question, Fox, I might have cut Fox. Honestly, I might have cut Fox before the playoffs. I know it's only a 2-game sample size, but those are 2 big games that he showed up in. So
2 games.
I gotta go.
Hey Gabe, I was just about to ask you, Gabe. I swear, Gabe, I was just gonna ask you. If you remember, maybe back in February, we was doing the show, and they asked this question. We was arguing. I was in the airport. And we was arguing about this. Almost everybody wanted to cut De'Aaron.
All right, we're gonna come up there to you, Big Ox.
Yeah, relax, Ox. Yo, David, who you got?
I got same order as him. Fox, Shai, Ja gotta go.
Is that a recent switch up, or is that how it's been for all season?
I think right now Fox has been better than Shai, but this is gonna change. I think Shai gonna become better than Fox over time. I think he got a higher ceiling than him. So if we would have asked you this 2 months ago, what would it have been? It probably would have been De'Aaron still, because he took his team to. I never thought I was saying in my whole lifetime the Kings be good, and he like the biggest difference in that. So yeah, it's like, man, it's as far as you get your team, what you do individually. Yeah,
I ain't
man.
even gonna
Like,
read the chat till after this.
been bad.
We have 2 start Foxes, bench Shai, cut
Big
John
cut
Morant.
job.
Wow, primo.
I'm gonna start
what's that?
Shai. I'm start Shai. Bench job and cut Fox. Come on, man. This is ridiculous.
Ooh.
2
Ooh.
games. What? Ja the second seed in the West. Don't just get to acting like he just ain't had more success than De'Aaron Fox. Man, this is a flash pan response.
He got a
I'm
better team
embarrassed.
though. So I mean, that's a team thing. That's not a him thing.
Y'all didn't embarrass my man.
It's
That's
not like
crazy.
he
He don't got no
carrying
better
the
team, Davion. We the better team all the
I'm
way around.
embarrassed.
I'm saying over the years, he's not just talking about this year.
What you mean? What you mean? Before him, there was none. It was nothing going on there. He comes through, gets them in the play-in, beats Curry. Come on, man. Come on, but
Him by
De'Aaron
himself,
Fox
and
been
not
around for a
Jaren
long
Jackson Jr.,
time.
not Desmond Bain, not Dylan Brooks, not Steven Adams, nobody. Just him. He just carried.
That Memphis team is really
I'm
good
saying
when
he the
Josh
best
sits
player.
40
high.
pieces every
You
night.
giving
That's what you're
De'Aaron
trying to
Fox
tell
all
me.
the credit. Sabonis over there too.
So,
Yeah, but
Primo, what
People
you trying to
Sabonis
say
better
is
than De'Aaron Fox.
what you
That's
trying
the
to say is
argument.
that Fox beat the Warriors, or that Ja already beat the Warriors, and Fox is second.
Yeah, man. He just now getting this, man. Come on, man.
Yo,
My man
do y'all remember
turned
that Warriors team that
turned
he's
his
talking
team
about?
around. It ain't
Y'all
take him
remember
5
hurt, right? They were
years for
hurt.
him to
he's talking
turn his
about?
team
There's
around.
no Clay on that team. Weren't they hurt?
Hey, Jalen, do you know what the roster of that Warriors team that he's talking about
They
right
were
now?
hurt, right? I want to say they were hurt.
Okay.
That
I
Memphis
just
team.
want to make sure y'all know.
Ja
Honestly,
got
I
hurt
thought,
too.
bro,
I
John
seen
to me
that
was a little
same
overhyped
Grizzlies
though.
team blow
Get
the
hurt right
Warriors
now.
out last
Draymond
year.
twisted his ankle.
Yeah,
I
Ja
think that
got
was
hurt.
Clay was still out though.
And
No,
they
Clay
blew
was
them.
still out in
I
that
seen
team.
them blow them out. The same Warriors squad.
I just want to make sure y'all remember the Warriors team we talking about.
No doubt. We hear what you're saying. Yo, Gabe, start bench cut.
Yo, I'm really struggling with this start bench cut because I love
It's
those
tough.
3 players, bro. Like, because I could easily start all 3 of them.
If you want to win, you can.
Man,
Yeah.
like
Box on one.
Yo, but hold on, no, Bob. I think these are all 3 winners. I think all 3 of these guys are winners. No, wait, Jalen. I see you in the face. Shai out of this because you see what Shai has done all year. He's played hero ball all year. He's done nothing but elevate an OKC team that was supposed to be in contention for Victor Wembanyama and doesn't have their number 1 overall pick.
For the 20th time today, LeBron, I strongly disagree with you.
So with
I
what?
don't think Shai. No, Shai's been carrying that team 100%. He's
Carrying them to what? Cabo?
No, he's carrying.
Yo,
they were
Gabe, go
just
ahead.
playing. Hold on, they
Same
were just
place
playing.
De'Aaron was
Carrying-
carrying
We're
them.
talking about taking that roster.
Carrying them where?
Before
Cancun?
Sabonis got
Hold on,
there.
you put Fox or
We
John
talking,
Moran on that roster.
Primo, we living in the
They're
now,
not.
Primo.
They're
We
not.
talking about now, Primo.
Jalen, they're not.
Bonus for
They're not.
MVP.
You put Fox on
We're talking about
OKC and you
today.
take out SGA. You put Fox on OKC. You take out
Well,
SGA.
hey, I don't got the power to do that, Jalen. I don't got the power
I
to do
hear
that.
you.
All I can do
Just saying.
is talk about what I see.
SGA is the best
Today.
scorer out of all those 3. I think SGA is the most.
Jesus
SGA is the
Christ, that's a
I'll
tough one,
get to
man.
my star bench cut. Go ahead, Gabe. It's on you.
Fuck, that's tough, bro. I'll start. Fuck, I'll
For
start
your Heat
Shai.
right now. You could cut
Oh my
one.
god.
You could sign one. You could bench one. You could cut one for your Heat.
So, Gabe,
that's the best way to put it
remove
in the
your
context.
2 point guards from the Heat, and you can
Yeah,
start
yeah.
one of these. That's fine. I like
Honestly, out of the 3 of them, I'm taking. I like Shai for my Heat. Then De'Aaron could come and Ja could go to fit because we need players that could push the pace and also control it. So I think Ja's too go. I think De'Aaron can slow it down when it comes to the 4th quarter. Shai could do the same thing. I haven't really seen Ja do that too much. So yeah, I'm starting Shai, benching Fox, and cutting Ja.
Hey, Mr. Ox, start bench cut.
First of all, I want to say I can't believe y'all capping for Shai after he just had to get carried by Josh. Anyways,
He just asked me for my Heat, man. If it's for my Heat, I'm taking it like that.
Josh, get it.
Anyways, let it go. Josh, I mean, Josh carried in the what you call it, the playing. But no, anyways. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna start De'Aaron, bench Davion, and I'm gonna rock.
He riding with his Kings, man. I'll give it to him. Ox on that type of time. He's riding with his Kings, man. Gotta respect it.
I need a blunt.
Shit, me too.
I need a
We got how much time we got? Oh shit, we only got 35 minutes left. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna torment you today. No, we don't. We got 3 hours
No,
left.
we got
Shit,
time.
you do.
We
Hey
got
Shaq,
time
hey
to
Shaq,
play.
I'm out of here in 36 minutes.
Yo, but check it out. Start bench cut. I'm gonna make this real quick. I think Shai. I was gonna say the word clear. I don't want you guys to take that out of context. I think Shai has had the better year than either of those two guys, and I don't think it's been close. I think Shai showed everybody this year who he really is, and I think he still has a higher ceiling than both of these two. Now, I gotta come back and after I start Shai, I gotta figure out who I want to bench. You got Ja and you got Fox, two dudes that are explosively athletic, two dudes that can make fairly well. They get to the rim at will. They score amazingly. But I gotta go with Fox because he does a little more in the clutch, and he clears them on defense.
Guys,
This year.
Ja Morant's one of the actually worst defenders in the league at the point guard position. Like that.
I'm
that
talking about
team
you
in versus on and off
in the
crazy.
clutch this season. This is one. Only got
yeah,
one
you're right.
season.
You're right. But hold on, I started with
I
clutch.
done seen plenty good guys.
Primo, I started with clutch, but my biggest point in this whole thing was defense. Ja doesn't stand up to De'Aaron Fox defensively. So that's why I have to bench De'Aaron, and then Ja.
I would love to see Ja play with Sabonis and.
Wait, Ja playing with Jared Jackson Jr., Desmond Bain.
Ja has a better team.
What are we talking about? Yeah, Ja's team is
Desmond
nice.
Bain not better than Sabonis. Stop it.
No,
Stop
he's not saying
Jaren
he's better,
Jackson,
though, but he's saying
Stop
that he has a good team
He has
next
a
to him
squad,
too.
yeah,
It's not like he's playing with bums either. He's
Yeah,
playing
he
with the
does.
defensive
That's what I'm
player of the
saying.
year.
I
He's playing with
mean,
complimentary.
he succeeds
Desmond
with him
Bain.
though. Don't act like he's just not
As much as I don't like
getting
Dylan Brooks is a great defender himself.
there.
And
Dylan
Ty
Brooks.
Jones is
he
a
has a
great
squad too,
backup
man.
Jared Jackson not better than DeMontis?
No, he's not.
Nobody's saying he's better,
Hell
bro.
no.
Nobody's saying he's
Don't
better,
say
but
that.
we're gonna say
Don't
that
say
Ja, because Primo
I'm
said
ready to go off.
you give Ja Sabonis, you give
I'm
Ja
just
this.
saying,
But
give
Ja
me
got a squad
Sabonis.
too.
Wait,
Ja got
no,
a squad
Bob. Wait.
I think he is better though, Ox. I don't know.
Wait. If we're talking about who's a better two-way player,
Yeah,
Jared.
I'm not talking about two-way. I'm talking
No,
about basketball. Who's a better basketball player?
Yeah, who's the better
Who's a better
basketball
basketball
player?
player? DeMontis
Steph
Sabonis
Curry
is a better
better
basketball
than
player.
That's all I'm
Fox.
saying. And on top of that, I think Jaren Jackson's playing better. Well, Jaren's only played one game, and Sabonis has played 2 games. But
So
his one
Damian
game has
Lillard
been
not
better than
better
both
than
of Sabonis.
De'Aaron
yeah,
Fox
but
now?
Triple J went crazy that game one though. He went crazy.
Played well that game.
Crazy.
He went
Damian
not a
Lillard
better
not better
basketball
than
player than
De'Aaron
Sabonis.
Fox now.
He was
because
cooking everybody.
He's not a
I
better
don't know
basketball
how.
player than Sabonis.
Let's start
Sabonis is a better
bench
basketball
cut.
player. Sabonis is
No,
all
he
probably
is.
all
Sabonis
NBA
is a better basketball player, no
teammate.
doubt about it.
I think so.
Yeah, Sabonis.
So
might be
how?
team all NBA.
I mean, okay, they got a better record than us. They're the 2 or the 3, but I personally think that we're a better team than them. Personally,
That's fair.
I mean, I think they're close. That's fine. I'm not gonna fight you on that one.
Exactly. Bam. So if Bob think they're a better team.
They're close. Like,
Yeah.
they're
But
close.
just because Ox thinks it's a better team, don't mean that team ain't good. They're both good
Yeah.
teams.
No,
They're both good
no,
teams.
I just think Sabonis is better than every team.
Oh, that's fair.
That
Sure,
Ja
that's
Morant
Fair,
has.
but that you're not gonna.
Oh,
I feel like
yeah.
you're trying to
I
discredit
agree
what Ja
with
got
you,
too, though.
Yeah.
He make them players, man. He wasn't Dylan Brooks and all them. They wouldn't be doing nothing without Ja Morant. They need to trade.
No, their record without Ja. Hold on, their record without
Their
Ja
record
Morant.
without
is
Ja,
record.
Jalen.
Not
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
year.
No,
That
even
was
this
last
year. Hold on,
year.
even
Going
this
off
year
the
too.
nostalgia.
Hold up. Someone bring up the record with Memphis without Ja Morant. Tyus
It's
Jones
red-
is a backup point. Tyus Jones could start for like
It's midi
Tyus
mid.
Jones is
12
a
teams.
baller.
he could start for 10, 12
Hey,
teams in the NBA.
But we
He's
go.
back up to
You
that.
brought up the record, and this year it's mid. Look it up. Gabe
Ja
looking
Morant.
it up
Yeah,
now.
Gabe, look at it. Let me see. What's the
It is
record without
mid.
Ja
It
Morant?
is mid.
They'd be
You
good.
talking about last
wait.
year?
Yeah, Steven Adams has also been
They're-
out.
they're-
Brandon Clark,
They're 10-8.
10-8. Okay,
Mid.
10-8.
That's above 500.
Yeah, they're 10-8,
that's mid.
and a lot of those games are missing. Steven Adams, Brandon Clark. There's a lot of other guys injuries that play a role. So obviously that stat's a little, misleading. Whatever the case is.
You
But
talking
no,
about last year?
Tyus
They was
Jones- no.
18-2.
That's what I'm saying. Last
That's
year
why
they were doing
everybody
their thing
bring
without
that
Ja
up,
Morant.
though.
No,
Like,
but
they-
last
That's
year they
fine,
were
but being
pretty
10 and
healthy.
8, being
without
10 and 8, being 10 and 8 without your best guys is still impressive.
All right, so how good is they with him though? The second seed, almost the first seed in the West, right?
Yes, obviously you're gonna be that with your
So they're
best
gonna
guy,
be-
but when you're
Exactly.
when you don't have your best player, you're not doing that. So being 10-8 without your best player is still impressive.
I'm saying without Ja Morant, they are a regular team. Nobody.
That's fair to say. That's fair to
Yeah.
say, but
They mid.
their mid is better than other teams though. Like 10-8
You know what I'm saying?
isn't something to laugh at without your superstar or without your best
Memphis is
player.
a confident team, and their defense improves immensely. They go from I know this was last year. They were top rated. They were the second or first rated defense without Ja Morant, and with Ja Morant, they were near the 18 to 20 mark. So Ja Morant defensively, he drops their defense. I don't think people realize how bad Ja Morant is defensively. I think the other guys kind of cover for him, but Ja Morant is one of the worst defenders in the league at the point guard position. I don't think people realize.
Oh, I agree with that.
Yeah, he does not play Laker defense. Everyone blows by him.
And which one of y'all disagree with me that Vendo wouldn't put Ja in the box last game? Which one of y'all was it? Come on, man. That boy got put in a box and he got shipped off.
Who by Vanderbilt?
By Vando, put in a box.
I was so impressed. Not only by Darvin Ham making that coaching adjustment,
yes,
but by Vanderbilt
put him in a box.
really picking him up full court. He wasn't just guarding him; he was picking him up.
No, picking him up as soon as he touched the ball.
That was
we know, man.
Ja Morant gonna sit. He's scared. Ja
NBA, man.
Ja Morant better sit tonight because he ain't doing
start
nothing.
talking about that.
Ja Morant better sit.
I tried to tell y'all Vando was gonna put him in the box and ship him off somewhere, bro. I tried to tell y'all. Y'all didn't want to listen to me.
We gonna talk about the Lakers game now?
Shout out, Gabe. Shout out, Gabe. No. We actually have a couple more super chats that we do have to get into. Donovan Samuel said, "When are people gonna stop making excuses for the Warriors? Kings are just a better team, and this is a bad matchup for the Warriors."
Talk to him, Donovan. Talk to him.
We said that.
Talk to him.
They laughed at us, Bob, didn't they?
Wait, say that again.
Hey, Primo, they've been laughing at me since September.
They laughed at us when we said that. I don't know why.
And we're gonna be laughing until September.
You hear me, Davion? They've been laughing
It's last
year. I know. I be listening. I know.
Hey, Davion, we're gonna laugh at his ass till September.
I just gotta say, the series not over yet.
No. By no stretch of the imagination, is it over?
Yeah.
We can't play with Steph Curry.
We wasn't even. I wasn't going off of bias I was saying that the Kings just look better. They match up better because the Warriors' defense suspect, and they road record sucks.
Before the Draymond suspension, I thought game 3 was definitely going to go to the Warriors, and game 4 was going to be the key for the Kings because if they lost that, it probably they will lose all the momentum. But now I think game 3 is the one to steal. Game 3 is the one to steal with no Draymond. If the Kings, do want it, I think the Kings lose game 3, they probably lose game 4 too. So I think game 3 is the one the Kings really want to win here.
Yeah, this is definitely a big game for you guys.
That's so fun. Hey, that's so funny though. That's hilarious.
It is. No, I get you.
Oh, that's hilarious.
No, it's like, definitely funny. And it's
game 1, they're like, oh, this is a
listen, man. Who y'all want to see?
This is such an important game.
I'm gonna
game 2. This is such an important game for the Kings.
Who y'all want to see in the next round?
But Bob though.
I want to see the Lakers if the Grizzlies can take them to 7.
They not.
Oh, they're not taking them to 7.
I need the Grizzlies to keep the Lakers running for as long as possible.
You'll get a fresh LeBron. You'll get a fresh LeBron.
I can't wait to see y'all.
We don't want that.
Yeah,
I don't want no fresh LeBron.
No one
can't wait to
take
see
the
y'all,
Grizzlies though.
I don't know if I just don't think the Grizzlies are going to win the series. So that's what I'm saying.
But okay.
I'm
talking about between y'all two. Oh, so you rather see the Lakers?
No, I'd rather see the Grizzlies.
Oh, okay.
I think the Kings beat the Grizzlies for sure, especially with the job.
I'd rather see the
I'm starting Brian at power forward on the Kings.
Yeah.
Him and Harrison Barnes gonna battle this out.
We're not scared of the Lakers. We just would rather see the Grizzlies.
Him and Harrison Barnes going toe to toe this series.
Well, I like us. If that's the case, I like us.
No, you don't.
I'm taking the Lakers. I'm gonna take the Lakers.
Yeah, you've been wrong before.
That's true, but not this time, baby. Not this time. LeBron getting his 5th. Lakers winning that 5th this year.
5th what?
Fifth ring. Jay's about to win his 5th ring.
Wait, let's slow down.
Let's just win his 5th ring.
Nah, listen. One little injury could change anything. I'm not.
Yeah, injuries happen for sure. Injuries happen. But I'm saying a healthy Anthony Davis, and LeBron James have never lost in the playoffs. And now you got boys like Austin Reeves playing out of his mind. You got Russell hitting shots. Rui Hachimura.
I know how you feel.
Austin Reeves.
We're scared.
Nah,
We're
don't do that.
scared.
Game
Hey,
crazy
we're
now.
scared
Hold on.
now.
Austin Reeves, the sample size is getting crazy now.
Dog.
Since the All-Star break, Austin Reeves.
Chill out though. AR Boogie get busy.
AR is a
Ooh,
bucket, bro.
not that
You guys are
AR-15.
not up here doing this for Austin right now.
Yes,
And then-
sir.
no,
Y'all hate Austin Reeves? Y'all
No,
hate
no,
Austin
wait,
Reeves?
wait.
18 points a
No,
game,
just hear me
16
out.
points a
Hear me
game.
out. Please hear me out. Hear me out. I
Y'all
actually
hating
really
Austin
like
Reeves?
Austin Reeves a lot.
Yeah, he's nice.
Austin Reeves isn't even a top 5 player on the Lakers right now. You guys
What?
skipped over a lot of players. You guys skipped over a lot of players and jumped straight to Austin Reeves because he's playing
Austin
good.
Reeves is
Name
the third
5
best
players
player in
better
the league
than
right now.
him.
He's been playing as a third best.
No,
player.
he
Austin
is.
Reeves
Name
is the trade
5
deadline has
players
been the
better
third
than him
best
on the
player.
Lakers.
D-Russ has not been playing better than Austin Reeves. He has
He
not been
definitely
as
hasn't.
consistent.
He
He has
hasn't.
not been
He hasn't.
consistent.
He haven't.
Schroeder's not been as consistent. Austin Reeves been the
None
third
of
best
them
player.
have.
I will say,
He's
hold on.
been
I
day
will
3.
say, the Austin
He's been
Reeves,
day
the Austin Reeves regression is coming. Since the All-Star break, he's shooting 58% from the field and like 47% from 3. Obviously
He
not
balling,
sustainable.
man.
That's ridiculous.
Chill
It's
out.
I
coming
gotta stop.
down.
Hey,
He's
oh,
still
keep it
playing
showing
great.
Malik Monk some love, bro. Show Austin Reeves some love.
Yeah,
First of all,
like-
Right?
first of all, let me
He's
say
a
this. Let me
dog.
say this. Let me say this.
Come on,
I've
man.
been an advocate for Austin Reeves since he
He's
was
a
at Oklahoma.
dog.
But we not gonna and even all this season, if y'all been listening, I praise Austin Reeves. I think Austin Reeves is
AR
a good player.
Boogie, man.
But we not worried about
Smart
Austin
player.
Reeves.
Are you worried
Like
about
we
getting
worried
better
about
back pass?
Anthony Davis and we worried about LeBron
No, that's
James.
a fact.
We
That's
not
a fact.
thinking about
Well, ain't
damn
nothing you
Austin
can do
Reeves.
about
and
that.
how
You
dare
can worry
you?
about
How
that,
dare
dream
you?
about
How
it.
dare you put Austin Reeves and Malik Monk on the same tier?
Austin Reeves is a better playmaker than Malik Monk.
Hey,
Austin Reeves
I
getting
like-
Oh, I thought you was
Malik-
going to say he's a
Austin
better
Reeves is
player.
a
I
better
was going to
playmaker than Malik Monk. Malik Monk is a
I thought
better
you said he's a
shooter.
better player.
Maybe.
I thought he's half.
Yeah,
All
that's
I
my
said
IQ
was you
crazy.
show Malik love, just show Austin Reeves love.
Yeah,
man. I
Austin Reeves
wasn't talking
basketball
about
IQ
him.
I show Austin Reeves love all the time, but right now we're talking about Kings versus Lakers.
I feel
Fuck
you. It's
the
your
Lakers.
team.
Beat
It's your
LA.
team. It's your team.
We're not Austin
Austin
Reeves. We
Reeves,
talking
Austin
about
Reeves
look,
giving you
look,
16 points,
here-
6-7 assists. Easy.
Yeah,
We
Austin
talking about
Reeves
Austin
nice.
Reeves. Come on,
Yes,
y'all. Cut it
Austin
out.
Reeves, the great white
We
American.
got Kevin Herter. Fuck Austin Reeves.
AR, baby.
And we got Malik Beasley. Now what?
Malik.
We
That's
got
the guy I
Malik
haven't got off
Monk.
yet.
We got Malik Monk.
Malik Monk, the better Malik. I'll give him that.
We
Malik
got
Monk
the
definitely
best. We
better
got the
Malik.
best leak in the.
Don't
in the,
forget
in the
who
league.
brought Malik out.
But D-Russ can get you
Ooh,
20,
Larson?
25 in a game too.
No way. We talking about. Oh my god.
Don't-
The
don't-
super chats. The super chat.
Okay,
That's-
okay.
the
Super chats. Lego Rover said Steph plays like Jesus for 3 quarters, then like Jordan Poole.
Yep, Jordan
Yeah.
Poole bum.
I mean, I don't think
Facts,
Steph's been
we go white
terrible
boy,
fourth
white boy.
quarter.
Since
He's missed some
Draymond
shots.
put-
I don't think he's been
And
bad.
he let Draymond punch him in the mouth and was over there dick riding him when he got kicked out the game. I'm like, oh, man, sit back.
Bitch ass nigga.
Jesse Aceto said Kings better hope the Lakers lose in the first round. Lakers have length and bodies. Kings will lose to the Lakers.
Talk about
AD
it.
will
Talk about it.
destroy Sabonis.
Lakers
Yeah,
in
we
5.
are.
Lakers in 5.
AD will say little ox shit.
Nah, Lakers in 6.
Anthony Davis the best defender in the league when he's doing his thing. He's the best defender in the league when he's doing his thing.
Definitely.
And Sabonis does not want to see Anthony
Nobody's
Davis.
better than him.
Sabonis might get, and I'm a big Sabonis guy. I think Sabonis is incredibly skilled.
Anthony Davis, the best
like
player in the league when he's doing his thing. He just
I'm not
he out of
gonna lie.
control.
I'm really not gonna lie. If they play, I really think it's as even as it can get. I think AD gives Sabonis everything he can handle, and I think Sabonis gives AD everything he can handle too. I know AD's this
That's
great
crazy.
defender.
That's
I know
crazy.
AD's more athletic.
Different.
I know AD's this, and that.
Different.
But if you guys don't think Sabonis is going to eat, you guys
He's
have
not.
another thing coming.
You know what? So
Okay,
he's
all
gonna have to
right.
work. So Sabonis gonna have to work harder to eat.
You-
Sabonis gonna have to work.
But
way
that's
harder
what
to eat.
Sabonis
better
does.
be the
He
point
works.
guard.
Yeah, he does. work. He
Sabonis
does
works, and on top of that, here's the thing: AD not gonna keep Sabonis off the glass.
Why
You know what? Sabonis gonna get rebounds. Sabonis gonna get his.
He's
13
gonna
to
get
15.
rebounds. But wait.
He's gonna get his
Here's
13
also
to
here's
15.
You saying they
what
gonna
I'm saying.
out rebound the Lakers?
No. Just listen to what I'm saying. No, I said Sabonis. I'm not saying
Sabonis gonna
them
get
as a
rebounds.
team. I said Sabonis. I said
He
AD's
can
not
have
gonna keep
11
Sabonis
and-
off the glass.
AD got
He's-
9. I don't care.
Sabonis led the league in rebounding, so
AD
nobody
was right
kept
behind
off
him
the
though.
glass.
AD was right behind him.
He
though.
was, no doubt. But here's
So it's not
also
like
where
it's
I'm going with it.
I think
Here's
they'll,
also where
I
I'm
think
going
they'll,
with it.
I think they'll even it out. But go on.
But here's also where I'm going. AD not finna keep Sabonis from passing the shit out the rock. Sabonis
That's
is
true.
still gonna
Right.
get 6, 7
He can
assists.
pass.
And so the first thing we're all gonna run to is, oh, AD scored 28. Sabonis scored 22. He played better than him. That's not true. If Sabonis is out rebounding him and he's playing and he's passing better, you gotta look at everything as a whole.
But if Sabonis pass the ball, that's not on AD though. That's on everybody else. You got
to pressure the passer. You got to make those passes hard.
I feel you. But if the pass gets off, it's not like unless AD has to go and make up on that. That's not on AD.
Gabe, you're right too.
Well, my thing, Ron, is I'm not really concerned about the Sabonis versus AD matchup. I don't give a damn about that. I'm talking about the Kings versus Lakers matchup.
Yeah.
You gotta guard your man.
I don't give a shit about who. If AD outplayed Domantas Sabonis, that's great as long as we win.
You think Vanderbilt locking up Fox? Vanderbilt putting Fox in the box?
Ain't nobody locking up Fox.
Hey man, I'm trying to think. If they put Vanderbilt on Fox, that might be intriguing.
That's definitely intriguing. It's definitely intriguing.
First of all, we gotta beat the Warriors first. The Lakers gotta beat the Grizzlies first.
Oh, now you're concerned about the Warriors.
I'm not concerned.
Look at them. Now you sweat.
I'm just saying, show some respect to Steph Curry though. Like, come on, yo.
No, sure.
I've been saying that since it started. I'm not going to disrespect Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe we're going to win this in 5, 6 at the most. But I'm not going to disrespect Steph Curry. For me, like,
I hear you.
Just not going to do that.
I'm gonna disrespect the Memphis Grizzlies though. Lakers definitely a 4 or 5.
Nah, Kings at 5. Kings at 5.
Kings at 5.
You're disrespecting Steph Curry. See
how you feel. It's basketball.
I mean,
it's basketball.
Fox, you think the Curry 40 piece is coming though? You know what Curry 40 piece is coming?
I don't know that. That's what I said earlier. Like, I don't know anything. All I know is what I know, bro. I have no idea what Steph Curry's going to do.
So what do you know about Steph Curry?
I know that I'm not going to play with him.
Why are you not going to play with him? Because on any given night he can score 40. On any given night,
Davion gonna send him home. What's
any
given night, Davion gonna send him home crying to Aisha like, Dave, I can't believe that boy did me like that.
You know that this boy right here got something for Steph.
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
Stop it. Come on.
I know he got something for Steph.
Come on. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, nobody got nothing for Steph.
You want to watch another night?
Steph is the only one that can slow Steph down. And all I know is Steph averaged 30 this year.
Hey, all the Kings got to do. Hey, hold on real quick. All the Kings got to do is play Delly, and that's a Curry stopper.
Hey, Delly's still on the bench.
That's the Curry stopper.
Yeah, why are we still talking about the Kings? They don't even play tonight.
Well, we have to talk about the Kings, actually, dub host, because you see the title of the show. We haven't talked about it all show. De'Aaron Fox wins Clutch Player of the Year. I need to hear how everybody feels about this and whether this was a deserving award for De'Aaron Fox.
So I guess I'll start off saying, okay, what was the criteria for it? Were they using like numbers, most points scored in the last 24 seconds? Go ahead. Was that like the criteria?
Fourth quarter points. Like the last 5 minutes of the game when the
whatever
clutch
points is the last 5 minutes and game winners. But hold on, it's not just clutch points. It's clutch statistics. So assists, points, rebounds, steals, anything that you do positively in the last 5 minutes that factors heavily towards it.
Okay, so I think a guy, honestly, I think Fox has been great, but I think a guy like Luka Doncic, he had a bad end to the season. I think he was probably a little more clutch than anybody in the league. Luka Doncic, I think, was carrying that team to wins.
There was
rebounds, assists, doing it all.
Let me cut you off real quick, Jalen. There was a point I had said. I don't know if you remember. I sent you that stat where it was
it's crazy.
Sabonis. What am I talking about? Luka. What do you call it? He had De'Aaron was he had not as many points as him, but he averaged more points in the clutch, and he was by far more efficient than Luka in the clutch as well. So he was delivering more. He was what the hell? He was delivering more often than Luka was, and at a way more efficient rate than Luka was. So you could look at Luka being more clutch, but I'm looking at whoever's more efficient in the clutch, and obviously getting your teammates involved.
I think the efficiency, I think, definitely helps when you're on a better team. I think Luka in a lot of those spots was everybody knew was going to Luka's hands, while Sacramento had a few more guys who could take that shot. So I think that kind of skewed a little bit. But I think a guy like Luka, Damian Lillard obviously didn't make the playoffs, hits big shots every year. It's just it's an award that it's so subjective, the clutch thing.
Because I think people look at it as well. Sorry to cut you off.
No worries.
Clutch moments instead of being because Luka did have crazy clutch. Like that 60-point triple-double was a crazy clutch game. And he definitely had a lot more. Like, I can't think off the top of my head. That's just the first one that came up. But I like to, like, us here, I think we should look at it more. Not in clutch moments, but break down, obviously, how efficient De'Aaron Fox was in the clutch and how many, like, clutch wins that he brought the Kings this year.
I hear you. So I'm sorry. If he was leading the league, in those percentages, in the points and thing, I think it's fairly deserved. I think it's fine. But I just think it's so subjective that if a Luka won or someone else won, I think would have been fine too. But Fox winning.
Don't forget Jimmy Butler, man. That man was.
Jimmy Butler is a good player during the regular season that becomes a superstar in the playoffs. But he's not a superstar in the regular season. He's never been that guy in the regular season.
He's still clutch though.
I'm sure, but when you're not that guy, I'm not going to put you in that category.
We're talking about clutch player of the year, though. That's what we're talking about.
I mean, it's a regular season award.
Did he hit more clutch shots than even a guy like Tyler Hero? Like Tyler Hero, I know was hitting a lot of clutch shots for the Heat too, right?
Yes, he did.
You watched the Heat more than us, so I'm listening to you, of course. But yeah, Jimmy Butler's just not that guy.
Tyler Hero was more clutch than him this year.
Damn. He wasn't.
Yo, all I'm gonna say is I just love how Jimmy Butler, guys like Jimmy Butler and Kawhi Leonard, can, when the playoffs come around, they just take their game to that level that you're just accustomed to seeing them at. And now I don't, because this is the nasty part.
Kawhi always a beast.
But this is the nasty part about it is I don't necessarily want to say that playoffs come around and they turn it on. Because is that the case? Or is it just that they don't try as hard in the regular season because that's equally as nasty?
Are they disrespecting the game by not
which
trying?
one is it? If it is the first one, if it's
the
just the
LeBron
fact
effect.
that they can turn it up in the playoffs and go to another level, that would be dope. But if it's like during the regular season, they're just kind of like we're coasting to get to the playoffs. That's kind of like you guys are kind of cheating the grind just a little.
Hold up, Primo. LeBron's still great during the regular season. He's still great. He just LeBron mode activated is just another level.
Yeah,
He's
but
still a superstar during regular season.
He be like, I just seen Brian take lapses off during the regular season where he just be playing regular and not playing defense. And not now. I'm talking about back for the Cavs.
No, I mean I think after year 15, you could say I think defensively he has to pick and choose his spots. But again, after you play so long, I think you're kind of given the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say right, but you're just kind of given that benefit of the doubt of, yes, when you're 38, 39, 37, you're not going to be able to, he's not going to be 26-year-old LeBron running up and down the court full game doing his thing, right? He has to be more strategic. And it's smart, taking care of your body, it's saving yourself, but still playing hard in the regular season. And that's a smart thing to do.
Oh, y'all can't see it. Damn.
Jimmy with the hair.
Y'all can't see it.
Yeah.
It said, does this man care about basketball? That's Jimmy MVP. And the last one is this the second coming of Michael Jordan?
Stop.
That's Jimmy Butler for you, man.
Yeah,
Jimmy B.
So what do you guys think about that Fox winning? Like who else do you guys think would be in the conversation?
Not that fat boy in Dallas.
Nah.
Oh,
I put Jimmy before Luka Doncic.
Luka Doncic has been the best playoff performer the past 2 years. He missed this.
We're not talking about playoff though. We're talking about regular season clutchness. And
even regular season player. Luka Doncic could have easily been MVP last year, the year before. Luka Doncic has been the top 5 player in the league for the couple years.
I think it was.
Luka is crazy.
Why you hating, man? Why you hating?
Luka top 5 player in the league the past couple years. Maybe you can even make a case for him being top 2 or the best. There's some spreads. He's been better than Giannis. That's a real thing.
Yo, fellas. So, Jalen, to kind of rebuttal what you said, who else kind of combated De'Aaron Fox for this? Yeah. Well, it was 3 finalists to become the first recipient of the Jerry West Award, which is the NBA Clutch Player of the Year. It was none other than Jimmy Butler. We've mentioned him.
Thank you.
But can you guys guess who the 3rd player was?
It was DeMar DeRozan.
It was no. It was DeMar DeRozan.
That's crazy.
It's not. It's really not. It's really not. It's really not. When it come crunch time, DeMar DeRozan don't fuck around. I know you guys remember. Okay, what is it?
Playoff time?
It was last year.
It was regular season.
Look, we talk about regular season. We're not talking about.
You gotta cut it off. You gotta cut it off.
Okay.
We talk about the year before. Remember, DeMar DeRozan had it was like 7 game winners. Was hitting crazy ass game winners. Bob, if I recall correctly, he hit one on you guys.
I don't remember.
Did he? Crazy game winners, fading in the corner, double pumps, all type of stuff. And it was like, yo, is because remember that was his first season in Chicago. They were calling him DeMar Jordan for a second
already.
You don't remember they were saying Michael DeRozan? Y'all remember that?
I remember.
Nah, he was on a tear. He
I
was on a
remember
tear
that.
that year. Yeah, he was on a tear.
I never heard of him.
Y'all don't crucify me. I'm just the messenger. I didn't call him that. I didn't tweet it. I
It
didn't.
was looking
Michael
real
the
good.
who?
I like this though. I like this because I think they're using a lot of numbers and they're quantifying this percentages. A lot of times when we think of clutch, we just think of like these star name big players. The game winning shots that get shown on ESPN or whatever. But this is kind of showing what we miss.
Because when it comes to the playoffs, we all know who the most clutch player is in there.
Who's that?
LeBron James.
Talking about it. No, but DeRozan has been a noted playoff player. I think Mars always brings it up. DeRozan is one of the worst playoff translations. His points come
the narrative and the people will tell you Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, but
Kobe has one of the worst percentages.
Wait, Primo, you being serious?
Yeah, when you look at the big,
I think so.
Wait, I thought you were trolling. Are you being serious?
No.
He's from Cleveland, bro. He's not.
Primo.
I ain't from Cleveland.
Clip this player's choice. LeBron James is a more clutch player than Kobe Bryant.
Akron, my bad. Sorry, Akron, you're right.
LeBron James is a more clutch player than Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Clip that. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Anywho, Ron.
No. Any nothing.
More game-winning shots in the playoffs than any of them.
What's
any
the facts?
Than Kobe.
What's the facts?
The facts is all the fourth quarter
I'm just
plays
bringing
LeBron
up
James
the
makes,
reason
all the game
DeMar
winners
DeRozan
that LeBron James makes in the
bothered.
playoff regular season. What are we talking about? Against Indiana a couple times. He had the game winner against Orlando, game winners against the Spurs. Like, what are we talking about? He has more game winners in the playoffs than anybody. Yes, he's played the most games, but he's also hit the most game-winning shots.
And so this is what I'm going to tell you to do. Now, you're talking about game winners, right? In order for it to be a game winner, the game to be close, right? You have to be down to make a game winner, right? Or tie.
You don't have to.
No, you have to be down. You have to be tied.
No, I was going to. Okay.
Not to make a clutch shot. We're not talking about clutch shots.
But I want to say clutch shots. Okay, clutch shots.
Let's bring everything into context. We're not talking about clutch shots. We're talking about game winners. So the game has to be tied or you have to be down. Let's talk about clutch shots because I'm almost positive that Kobe Bryant was up more games than LeBron was. I'm almost positive that Jordan was up. It doesn't matter. Who did LeBron play with? Hey, Akron, Ohio. Who did LeBron play with?
Who did LeBron play with?
Don't make me something ticket up here. Who is he playing with since he went to the Heat? Who is he playing with?
Hold on.
Who is he playing with?
He played with a good Dwayne Wade for 2 years. Dwayne Wade's knees were gone by the
third year.
Who else did he play with?
Chris Bosh. And then played with Mario Chalmers.
Your top 10.
That's not all he had.
We don't like Mario Chalmers down here. We don't like Mario Chalmers down here.
Yeah, come on, no, stop it.
That's not all he had.
Michael Jordan played with better teammates if you compare it to the eras they played in than LeBron James played with here. Michael Jordan's team was a
what
better
about the time that Kobe had when they needed Kobe to do it? What happened?
Now niggas is just up here lying.
Niggas
on players' choice, but niggas is just up here lying.
Ron, Kobe also has more clutch time points than LeBron, though. That's about it.
I know he does. I don't even have to go to basketball. I have to go to stat man. Look, my hands has been here this whole time. I ain't type. Look, y'all would hear if I type something.
When they
y'all
needed
him
to
do it. I didn't have to do that. I just know that off the top of my head.
No, sir. I mean, let me see that. How we define clutch time points?
The same way the NBA.com.
It's like the last 5 minutes with like the last 3 minutes with the game is like within 5 points.
And LeBron,
like statistically, I'm wrong. Jalen is right statistically. Like, LeBron's numbers, when you just look at the numbers, they're better than Michael Jordan's and Kobe's.
Talk about it.
Right. I'm trying to
basketball.
No, right, wrong. But I'm Bob. It is basketball. But I'm trying to think about it. Like, regardless of if he does have the better clutch like numbers,
LeBron got more clutch.
I'm not questioning. Like, I wouldn't be mad if somebody sit here and tell me Kobe was more clutch or Michael Jordan was more clutch. Like, I'm not saying here like it's a problem.
The Kobe question,
because those three players, in my opinion, are three of the most clutch players that touch the basketball. Like clutch time also. I'm including Michael Jordan and Kobe. I mean, like I'm saying
Michael Jordan
Kobe
and LeBron
We have.
No,
to
I
wrap
know,
this
but
up,
I'm including Kobe in the conversation because I think the three of them are the most clutch.
What about T-Mac?
But yeah, but that's fair. That's fair. But we're talking about the three of them, and also to me, clutchness isn't like a time-consuming moment. It's also a clutch game. LeBron is one of the most clutch game performers you've ever seen. Like his game sevens are crazy, Ron.
Yes,
So
sir.
you can't deny that.
So where was LeBron at in the clutch? Game 1.
That's not a clutch game. I'm
You
looking at clutch
understand
games.
this
Game
doing
6,
No.
game
What do you mean
7.
it's not?
Game
It's
one
a
to what?
game. It's a game.
LeBron, but I'm looking at a winner go home.
I can
I'm
go
looking at a
through
winner go
Kobe's
home game.
resume.
Wait, we talking about
What
game
was
1 in
he
Memphis? We talking about
Like,
game 1 in
I'm
Memphis?
not, Ron. I'm not looking at game 1.
Time out. Now watch this. Now watch this. Oh, Tick gonna be so proud of me right now.
Hold on,
Tick gonna be so proud of me right now. When has
game
Jordan
1?
in a win now game?
When is Jordan?
That was a win
Ron,
now.
When has he been in a winner go home? When has he been in a winner go home game?
Ron, you just
What
hold
winner
on,
go
Jalen, real
home
quick.
game?
Wait, Ron, you just like had selective hearing. I said I would not be mad at you if you have Michael Jordan and Kobe being more clutch than LeBron, right? But to me,
Yeah.
I'm also looking at it.
I wouldn't be mad if you
as
have Jordan.
clutch. I'm looking at it as clutch games.
Kobe, I'm
right?
mad.
I'm trying to. You said game 1 is a clutch game, Ron. That's the first game of the series, bro. You're not going nowhere if you lose game 1. You still got.
No, you're not. You're absolutely not. But
why the hell did you bring up game 1?
Hold on. I brought up a game, but then I also, when I said that, I was rebuttaling to what you had said when you said LeBron in game 7s is this and that. Jordan ain't been in no game 7.
That's fair. That's fine.
Jordan
That's
been in
fine.
game 7.
That's
I'm
okay.
saying
So you're not gonna discredit what
MJ
LeBron
been
does
in
in game
game
7 just because Jordan wasn't there.
I'm
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna discredit. I'm not gonna sit here and discredit anybody for what they did. Jordan did what he did with what he had. LeBron did what he did with what he
MJ
had.
been in game
I'm
7s, man.
sure that if Jordan was in those moments, he would be clutch as well, bro. But I'm going off what LeBron has done and what Jordan has done and what Kobe has done. I'm not gonna sit here and make up some shit that they never did.
So, and this is because we got to wrap things up. So, start bench cut in the clutch. It's 5 minutes left, and you guys can choose one player. We're just gonna go
Man,
around
you
the
know
room
the
and do this.
narrative
No,
gonna be.
it's no
Jordan,
narrative. It's whatever
Kobe,
narrative you
LeBron.
may want it to be. And Davion, I'm gonna start with you. Start bench
Man.
clutch. Hey, start bench cut, not start bench clutch. My
Wow.
bad. In the clutch.
That's a nasty narrative
Davion,
on
who are you
the
taking?
LeBron
What are you
hate
doing?
show. They call
I'm
this
going-
the LeBron hate
I'm
show.
going. Y'all. This one be bad. I got Brown, Mike, Kobe.
You got what? Ron, Mike, Kobe.
I got Brown, Mike, Kobe.
Yes, sir. Smart man right there.
I got the
So,
same
Jalen, I'm
thing.
assuming you got the same thing.
Now, I'm gonna start the golden LeBron James hitting clutch shot of a clutch shot. I'm gonna bench Michael Jordan. He could come in and give me a
I'm
little.
not gonna go that
50-50.
crazy, but
And then
I agree
Kobe,
with the
God
list.
rest his soul. Kobe gotta go. Kobe's one of the worst shooting percentages in terms of clutch shots. Kobe
Oh
takes a
my
lot of
God,
shots and
that's-
pretty, but Kobe has one of the
he
worst
took a-
percentages in
he-
clutch time. It's real. Kobe's clutch time percentages are terrible. He'll make like 10 out of 50. And I know people want to remember those 10,
Hey.
but people want to forget those other 40
Hey,
that he
put me
missed.
up.
But the fact is that Kobe Bryant missing a lot of those shots. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, though, great player.
Look at Ron.
It's all facts, though. It's
Man,
really
I
all
lost the
facts.
words, yo.
It's really all
I got
facts.
Gabe's
I
gone.
got
You read
MJ.
Gabe off the
I didn't look
screen.
at the
He's
numbers.
gone.
I got MJ. Bron
Oh,
did
yeah.
no Kobe.
I'm telling you, Kobe got to
Yeah,
go with
Kobe's
that.
out.
Kobe got to go.
I got MJ first though.
Like I'm
I just talking shit.
like to me,
Yeah.
I'm obviously going. I'm also going Braun, Mike, and Kobe, but it's not. I'm not going that crazy. Like like I said, what I said. They're all three some of the most clutch players that have ever played.
Mike and
basketball,
Brian
bro.
interchangeable. That's it, though.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Mike and Bron are
Like
interchangeable.
That's it.
I'm going. Bro, to me,
I'm not
that list to
settling
me
for
is.
Kobe.
Y'all
it's
gonna
like-
sit up here and lie?
Hold on. Let me say what I gotta say. It's like 30% bias, obviously, because I'm a LeBron guy. So I'm gonna say it's interchangeable to give Mike his respect, obviously, because I'm not gonna sit here and say Braun clears Mike clutch wise, because to me he doesn't.
He
But
don't.
Kobe is the one that I would have to cut out of the three.
Man, look.
But
So
it's a
you
respectable
saying
cut. Like
Kobe
I'm
a better
not.
playoff performer than LeBron James, right?
It's a respectable cut. I'm not trying to make it seem here like they clear each
You
other.
think
It's all,
Kobe is on
like-
LeBron and Mike's level as a playoff performer?
He's definitely not, though. Kobe isn't. Like, I love Kobe, but the mythology of Kobe in the playoffs and the clutch stats
not-
far
it's not
exceeds
a
the
myth.
facts of the case.
It's not
You
a
guys
myth.
do
It's
know
not
the
myth.
era. You
It's
do
not a
know the
myth.
era that Kobe played
The
in.
era was
Yeah,
the
LeBron
era was
played
a
in
dead
that
era.
era.
bro.
It was real
Percentages-
rough and rugged, right?
Lowest era. I think it was the
Them
lowest
Ron
era.
was in
percentages
there
aren't gonna
too.
look.
Ever.
them percentages ain't gonna look good, Jalen. So because of the era he
It's not.
played in, but you're not gonna just discount Kobe.
Hey, Ron.
Because of the percentages. Yeah, using the percentages to this Kobe's clutch.
It's not the percentages. Kobe also takes a lot of bad shots.
Especially in the era he played in.
I hear you.
He did take a lot of bad shots, but he also made a lot of tough shots. It's like
he did. Kobe is the greatest. Kobe is the greatest difficult shot maker ever. I'll give you 100%. But in the context of a game, especially the clutch,
Look,
and there was a time
Kobe
span,
fans hate people
that
that don't like Kobe.
There was a time span where Kobe. There was a time span where Kobe had no one.
Hey, I
So
think
he
we
had to
got
do
to.
something.
I think when it comes down to that start bench cut, I think we just like start Jordan and just Jordan. Like when it's the last shot, only Jordan.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
When it's the last shot,
LeBron
only Jordan has the ball. Everybody else get the fuck out the way. Because unlike Bron, he's not gonna shrink in the moment and pass the ball.
Shrink in the
That's the point
moment.
I'm
He
trying to
makes the
make.
right play.
Let's
That's
get
what
Mike
makes
out of
him
here.
great.
Let's get Mike out of
You
here.
heard what I said.
Michael Jordan
Let's get Mike out of here. Let's talk about
You heard what I said.
Michael Jordan passed to Steve Kerr, 22 coach. He was also
Yeah,
missing.
what
I don't need nobody
Break
forcing
him
shots
on.
over 3 people if somebody opening.
Yeah,
What?
exactly. LeBron makes the right basketball
Shrink
play
in
on
the
Make the
moment.
right play,
Man,
man.
look, fuck
Pass
that
the
right
ball,
basketball
somebody
play
open
shit. We need
Kobe
one
shrink in the
basket.
moment.
We need one basket. And this is what I'm trying to say. I don't care who. Look, outside of some of the greatest shooters of all time, if I need one basket, I don't want LeBron, Kobe, or Jordan pass it to anybody in the corner. It's your job to go get this basket. We pay you the big bucks for this.
I agree.
You are labeled as the best player. You're labeled as the GOAT because it's
So
your
that's not a
job.
clutch play?
When the going gets rough, it's your job to get us through this. It's not your job, LeBron James, to pass to Udonis Haslam. It's not your job
That was
to
crazy.
rely
That
on
was
Ray
crazy.
Allen
That
to bail
that
you
was
out.
crazy.
It's
That
not
was
your
crazy.
job.
Ray Allen,
It's
that's
not
cool.
your job to stay
There's
off
times
the ball and let Austin Reeves bail you guys out of
That's
game
why I
one.
got
You
the-
guys
Look,
it's not your job.
look,
LeBron, we need you to score.
Play correct.
Score the ball.
Wait.
Nah, man.
Wait.